to the...
What's tonight's color theme?
Yellow.
Yellow.
This one might have a palette of red, white, and black.
Oh.
Well, I can't do black.
Okay.
All right, testing. Let's see how this works.
Have an ad. We'll see.
Oh, seeing
Yeah,
if the
an ad?
overlay works.
An
Did
ad
they
on your own
see-
stream?
It should be fine, but...
And we don't have to worry about the songs with monetization because it does. I have full rights. All right, testing.
Oh yeah, I was worried about that, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
All right. So, in our last adventure, you guys found your way into the plane of undeath after having been met with Aldinia Evershift and deciding to send you on your own venture. While you were there, you met a few interesting creatures, finding out about the creation of mains and how this realm happened to be a place that stored souls. Where they came from, you were not sure, but definitely seeming to be tormented while being there. In the process, you met a solar that was partially shifted and changed, and having freed them, drew the attention of a bone devil, and eventually that of a minion that you had met while you were seeing him sitting atop of a zombie T-Rex. Barely scraping by and successfully not dying in the process, you all were able to use the skull of the creature in order to teleport yourselves back to Closa. At which point you were greeted with Kyrie, Mira, and a myriad of other individuals that are working around the center square. I would like everyone to give me an insight check.
Ooh, starting the night off strong.
How do you turn dice rolls off on...
You click on the little cogwheel next to your name.
Yeah, mine turned on as well. Again, it's very annoying.
Hey, I just saw Eldon roll the custom.
Nice. All right, so Jean and Nihilus. Well, actually, first off, most of you, as you come out of the portal, you feel a sense of non-urgency on this side. Having left immediately after the battle and not knowing what was going on here, you come back through, and what you notice is soldiers literally just cleaning up. Very slow paced, not doing anything that's seems to be in any sort of hurry. Nihilus and Jean, you notice in the far corner a set of druids talking to a very strange gnome that is sitting on a robotic creature. And directly in front of you, Kyrie walks up. Well, I was getting ready to start looking for you all, but I start thinking of you, and here you are. So would you mind explaining what all occurred here?
Well... I feel like we need to sit down and talk about this. There's a lot that's happened in the past, what, 48 hours?
Like 20
That's for sure.
By the way, just a quick question. How long has this portal been closed?
Well, it was closed when we arrived here.
When was the last time we contacted you?
A little over an hour and a half ago. and a look of confusion's on her face, but she looks about, pointing to a few soldiers, and they come by, and she looks back at you all. Why don't you all get some rest? To be quite frank, you look like shit. But we'll have time, meet at dinner, and I'll finish up here.
Needs to be
Oh,
finished
and
up.
Aris,
I look back.
I stopped talking.
she looks you over one more time. Interesting. All right.
I just
Nice,
I just fucking walk away.
Right. Does
Um,
Nihilus do anything?
I'm gonna cast Prestidigitation on myself to clean it off and whatever the fuck was going. That shit.
I was gonna ask Kyrie, what else needs to be done here?
Mostly just cleaning up. The citizens are on their way back. Hopefully, should have the first ship coming back in within the hour. Luckily, it seems most of the city wasn't too heavily damaged. A few buildings caught on fire, but we were able to take care of those, and luckily with how this is built, it's mostly localized anyways.
We didn't lose anything, or did anyone die? Did we lose many people?
A few, particularly soldiers. Good number on the wall. Even more so around here, which I'm assuming you may have been witness to. But civilian casualties, minimal.
What about the west side?
Doing relatively well now. From what I hear, you all have been very busy. Rakith, clean up. I expect a report within the hour.
What?
Oh, Rakif.
It was
I think
with
we
us.
have a worm problem.
Let me wash up first, and then we can talk paperwork. And you see the archer Rakith and Oltan quite literally holding each other up. And Rakith starts making his way towards the Silver Fang hold. Oltan kind of lets go, and I'll catch up. And he walks over to Eldon. Have you? I mean, probably don't know any more than me, but had any word about your mother and brother?
Pepper. This guy goes AFK.
Okay. Well, as he finishes that conversation, what are the rest of you doing?
I that's all I got for that nat 20 was that he's a weird gnome.
From where you can stand, yeah.
I'm going to just mosey on over and get a better look. Like, not too close, but
Okay. And what you notice is, and I'll add this in with the insight that you had there. The gnome, his voice sounds familiar to you. It seems to be the one that talked to you previously through a sending spell.
is he the wizard?
Potentially.
Do I recognize the voice?
You currently are occupied with the others, so you wouldn't be over there.
Okay. Do I notice Nihilus slowly slinking away?
Are you trying to hide it, Nihilus, or?
No.
Okay, yeah, you would notice it.
My whisper is still there, right? Or is it gone
Correct.
now?
It's still up.
Okay, so I'm going to telepathically ask Nihilus, what's over there?
Just listening to some people. Can I hear what they're talking about from the system?
Make a perception check.
I also ask, anyone I recognize?
Yeah. You hear whispers. You get a few words out of it. The gnome seems extremely excited, but he kind of keeps bouncing back and forth between overly excited and very subtle and deep in thought. And the druid woman standing in the center seems to be listening very well, but the other two kind of seem to be just listening because they need to be listening.
Okay, I just want to walk up. Is there?
There is.
Oh,
two
there
knives
is.
there.
I don't know where the other one came from.
Oh god, it's a doppelganger, and it's gone.
Kill it. Kill them both,
see
just to be safe.
nothing.
So as you walk up, you hear the gnome just continuing to spout. The first druid that's on the side looks over in your direction. Oh, hello.
Hello.
How can I be of assistance?
I recognize this gentleman's voice. I believe we've spoken before.
Ah, for the gnome. Very well. Why don't you take my spot? And,
No.
Oh no.
and you see him very hurriedly making his way over to Rakith and the archer and starting to perform some healing. And with that, the other druid, taking that cue, bows to the woman in front of her and also makes her way over to assist with the healing.
Oh God, trap!
You put yourself in that situation.
I did.
Oh, I can't believe that the Wall of Force works so well! Covered the entire city for an hour. At least I hope it was an hour. Did anybody actually see this? Was there actually a full hour taken? I need somebody to tell me the data. Did anybody notice this? Where did the other two go? Oh, hi!
Hi. So what did you do to the walls of the city? I'm fascinated. Tell me everything.
Oh, well, see, what I did is I collected a bunch of apparatuses, put them together, and essentially built a giant wall. Wall of force, if you might know. You seem to be at least capable in the Arcana, although, maybe. Anyways, so yes, as it goes about, it creates this giant wall, blocking everything on the outside, and with the power source that's within it, it stays there for about an hour. And then I have to rebuild it all, because it doesn't work more than once. But it's to be broken, because that's how science works. We will make it where it's better.
That's fascinating.
And at this point, the woman next to the gnome kind of pipes up. Yes. Well, and how may I help you? My name is Ciara, and I'm part of the Vermilion Circle.
Oh, pleasure to meet you, Nihilus. I'm a member of the tower.
I see. So that is how the portal was closed. And you look quite... And she puts her hand out and casts Cure Wounds. You gain 8 points of healing.
I will take it. Thank you.
It's a bit paltry, but we can definitely tend to you. There's more over in the Stronghold region, specifically for taking care of those that are injured, although sadly most were beyond our capabilities at the moment.
Well, there are definitely those more injured than me, and I kind of nod towards Uldan and Rakif.
Well, seems that they are already being tended to, but it is good that you're looking out for others.
I am a cleric after all.
And make an insight check.
Tails.
Can I have the one from before?
Not for
This-
this one. And what's up, Gene?
This music sounds like Christmas music.
It's kind of random, so
It's fucking playing Christmas music right now.
there you go. Although I probably should have looked at which one it was so I could take that one out. But anyways,
It doesn't sound like Christmas music, but maybe in some like weird
Oh,
part
welcome
of the
back,
world it
welcome
might
back.
be.
so as you were talking with that, you noticed a small twinge when you mentioned that you're a cleric.
Bad twitch?
With that, you wouldn't be able to tell if it's good or bad, but there was
Ooh.
definitely a reaction to mentioning that you were a part of any clergy.
I was at the previous portal closure, and there was a druidic ritual performed after. Was any such thing done here, or was it necessary?
That's the weird part. As far as I knew, there was no Wizards of the Tower coming here, and yet when we arrived, the portals closed, and there's no sense of torment here like there normally is. Were you here? Do you know what happened?
I don't hear her talking to him.
From this distance, you would not.
Yep, that's fine.
I was actually here assisting the Silver Fang, so Rakif probably has the most information.
Well, I will make a point to, and you see her kind of look over at the orc. Perhaps tonight.
Yeah, we ended up getting sucked through to a different plane and had to get back, so we're all a little exhausted.
And at the mention of the other plane, oh, so what plane was this? What plane did you end up going to? What kind of
What's it
magic were you
called?
using? The plane of undeath.
I give him like a little story about that plane.
And you notice him completely like enamored with all of it, and he's taking notes the entire time. You also notice that his dog has a small pamphlet come out, and as he finishes one page, he puts it inside and then pulls out a separate one.
Yeah, what the
And then
fuck
the
is this
pages go
robotic
back
dog? Now that I'm closer.
So what you see is literally a full-size dog, and it's something that's large enough for him to ride. And he is essentially just using it as his mount currently. And you also notice that the dog itself seems to be acting just like an actual dog. It's looking about, paying attention to voices as they go, even wagging its tail, but it's purely mechanical.
Oh man, that's so cool. I want one.
Oh, well, that will definitely give me something to study.
It was a very interesting trip. I wish we had a choice whether we took it or not.
Oh, yes, of course. Would you be willing to submit yourself for some experimentation since you've just gone through this foyer?
I am rather exhausted. I apologize.
Oh, of course. Well, perhaps next time.
Maybe. We'll discuss it.
And you see him kind of getting lost in thought within his notes, and you notice that he's starting to draw some designs based on your story. Particularly the mention of the doors. He's seems to have taken a particular interest in those. All right, so while this conversation set is happening, what are the rest of you doing?
Rain is going to just slink away to find her way back to the inn
Hold
to
on
get
there.
clean herself and go straight to the inn to get a nice big strong drink.
Can I like?
inn,
Do I
like,
notice
around
this?
Are you trying to hide your leaving
Oh,
ring?
Well, kind of like just slip away as everyone else is busy with whatever they're
Okay.
doing.
So yeah, you would notice her trying to leave.
Can I like try to catch her? Hold on, wait, Rain.
Oh.
I kind of like nudge her, and then I point in direction of Mira, and I was like, I think somebody is excited to see you back.
And when you
Yeah.
look that direction, even though she is talking with Kyrie and working through things, she is very often peeking in your direction.
When I met her eyes, I kind of just do a nod
And you get a
before.
very, very true smile back.
And then I'm just gonna kind of put my hand on Gils's arm, whichever is holding me back. Is there anything else that you need from me? After this night's escapade, I really, really need that drink.
Of course not. And I'll release her.
I just give them a kind of almost exhausted pat on the back.
All right. Jean, what would you like to do at this time? Or if you like, I can.
You can come back to me.
All right. Eldon. So Ulton is having a small conversation with you. Sorry.
What? I'm here, you bitch. I was eating, you fucker. Don't assume what I'm doing.
So yeah,
He didn't respond last
Ulton is having a small conversation with you about your family, and he brings up if you had heard anything, and getting back that not as of yet for if they were safe or not.
Uh-huh.
He just starts to go into so. I know we'll need to have a much longer conversation, but where have you been all this time?
Since when?
Well, since the portal opened in our own town. We tried to find you and we couldn't find you anywhere.
Mostly traveling, looking for somewhere safe. Came upon the Silver Fang in Muerta? That's the town, right?
Mm.
Yeah, and joined up with them to help repel the evils of this world.
And to that you see a little bit of pride coming up in him. Well, Kara will be very happy to see you. I hope you've had a chance to visit her, but if not, she will be very happy to see you. Ivania definitely took it hard, not having any other family to be around. Have you seen any others of the Shiros?
Yeah, I had a brief conversation with the few that we found in this town. But I'm not sure if they're still here or not.
What about over in Murda? Did you find any other members of the family?
No.
Well, I guess we'll
And,
have to keep looking.
Yeah, I was living there for some years and I heard nothing until very recently.
I see. Well, it's good to have you back.
Likewise.
And you see that the exhaustion that's taken over his body is starting to truly set in. But he's making it a point to stay by your side as much as possible currently.
Um, we need to find somewhere to rest, I believe. It's sooner rather than later.
All right. Gene or Aris, is there anything you guys would want to do in this time?
Oh, is there a shop nearby where I can get 10 gold worth of incense,
Oh
coal,
my
and
I'm gonna say with all the villagers gone, the shops aren't open.
There is, yeah, there are no shops open, and all of them seem to be either broken or locked.
did I see where Rain went?
You would have seen her walking. Now, as far as knowing if she was in distance or not, make a perception check.
I know what direction she went.
You know roughly the direction she's going. Yeah, so you saw her on the way out, and
Okay. Would you say she's roughly between or like 100 feet from me or whatever the fucking spell is?
roughly there, yeah.
I point out where Rain was and I say, "Hey, is it at all a possibility to get 10 gold worth of this, and this?" While everyone's, I'm whispering this obviously, but
Uh-huh.
Why don't you just ask the Silver Fang? They have supplies.
too easy.
Oh,
All right.
And
Yeah, you have a tendency to make things more complicated than they need to be.
So, Rain, are you going to
Uh,
try and oblige that request?
I'm going to mention what they said.
She's
I'm
having
going to
none of it.
mention. So, you want me to get it, or you want me to ask for?
Oh, ask him for it. That's a great idea.
Jesus.
All right. So, anything else that you need that's not easily acquired?
Send a
Is this
message
dude that's-
back. I'm good, I think. I'll just meet you
Okay.
wherever the fuck we're meeting.
Yeah, I'm just gonna get a. I definitely will get a drink for a while. You guys will just see me at the inn, nursing some sort of mug somewhere, you know.
All right.
I guess like on the way back. Is Rakith still here?
Rakith was being escorted by a set of druids to a healing camp.
Okay. Is Kyrie still here?
Kyrie is still in the central square. Yes.
Okay. I'll go up to her. I'll just ask her if it's at all possible. These supplies that I need. I'll pay for it if I need. Really care. The incense, the coal.
And you see her lifting up her hand, and it's a very strange thing watching somebody's hand quite literally disappear in the air as she reaches into what seems to be a small pocket dimension and pulls out some of the materials that you're looking for. I think this should suffice. Add 20 gold worth of incense and charcoal.
Talk over dinner.
I'll see you then. And you'll need to be explaining this to me too.
Of course.
All right. Gene, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna step away from the party for a bit, and then I'm gonna swap to Draconic. And then I'm just gonna ask Kuria if if he is up to it and has his strength back again, that if we can talk again later tonight.
And you get a response back. We can talk tonight, but I think there's someone else here that wants to talk to you now.
I kind
And
of
as
like.
you look up, you see down the alleyway a old man, very simple clothing, beckoning you to his side.
Is everybody else is gone, right?
Correct. This would be down this alleyway a ways.
Okay, but the rest of everybody's gone.
Yeah, everyone's kind of made their way to different places.
I guess I'll head down that alleyway then.
All right. So as you get down there, you see him sitting on a small bench, and couple birds start flying about, and he's throwing breadcrumbs as they go to catch them. None of them ever actually land on the floor. They all seem to be caught midair.
Do I recognize? Are these like the golden canaries or just normal birds?
These are indeed golden canaries.
I didn't realize you fed your servants breadcrumbs.
We all come from a humble place. But from what I've seen, the place you just came from is far less humble. How are you, my child?
That could be better, Bahamut. There's we left a lot of people, a lot of souls back there to be tortured.
Yes, it is the sad truth of these realms. Not everyone can be saved, but those that we can, we do, and those that we must, we do. It's a long trip, and it's one that you're just starting. But I'm sure that you will be a fine aegis to the weak as you continue to grow and become one of mine.
I would assume that you'll need Courier back, right? Now that he's completed his duty.
Oh, not at all. In fact, I did not send him to you. He did. I
that-
simply accept the wishes of my followers.
Let's see. I have a question. If you can answer.
Of course.
In my studies, I learned that gods gain power through worship and followers. From my understanding, most of the Dragonborn population are gone or close to it. Are you strong enough to have helped me with Rakdos without putting yourself in harm?
I could, but one thing that, well, let's just say that if I did everything, no one else would be there to take up the mantle when I can't be. But I will say that even though there are very few Dragonborn left on this realm, there are still plenty others. And this realm in particular is, well, there are no gods on this realm that are truly gods.
What do you mean by that?
Something you'll learn through time. But let's just say that this is a place that's protected, much as you protect the weak. This place does the same. And you see him kind of looking about at the world, almost as if a set of eyes looking at something with nostalgia. Continues the change, and yet always the same. But I must continue my track. But I do want to pass on one thing to you. And he places a hand on your shoulder. And you feel his light pulsing through you. You can be the shield for the weak. But do not forget to be a shield for yourself at times too. And as he lets go of you, you feel new knowledge coursing through your veins. And you feel your book burning with divine radiance. So the next time, I'm excited to see you grow. And you see him just start walking down, heading down the alleyway.
I bow and say I'm always humbled by your presence. I'll just make my way to the inn.
All right. So as everyone is making their way to the inn, you notice that there are a few tents set up, druids by them, with many beds laid out and ready to serve those that are there. But it seems that most of those tents have instead turned into mini morgues of a sort, taking on those that fell at the walls as well as those that fell throughout the city. But even as you're looking through, not nearly as many as you would have expected from that kind of incursion. So as you make your way into the inn, what would you like to do? You all have approximately a 4-hour period between what you would be expected to beat with Kyrie.
I would like to trance.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Same.
clean up first.
Tails, did you get my message?
I'll get that in a little bit.
Okay, thanks.
Are we meeting at the Silver Fang headquarters or the inn?
As far as you know,
The Silver Fang headquarters?
the Silver Fang, yeah.
Okay. So I'll go up there, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna spend an hour to get my raven back. Again. And then I'm going to just take a short rest.
All right. Okay. Rain, what would you like to do?
I'm going to go and clean myself up before heading down straight to the bar.
All right. And when you get there, while most of the town is completely empty, the Silver Fang bar is absolutely not. There are many individuals there, some in mourning, drinking away their sorrows, others in celebration, drinking away the fact that they're here to see another day when they very much thought they would not. And a few of them recognize you as you're passing through. One in particular that saw you when you were fighting the undead, just asking you about what you did during the fight in the city.
Is this the same place I am right now, or no?
You would be resting in the quarters area.
It's the same place?
Same place.
I missed the last part. They were asking me about the city.
They were just basically asking you to regale your story.
Ah. I'm going to just grumpily slump down on an empty seat if there's any.
They make way for you, seeing your current state, and a few of them even bring over some drinks for you, helping to celebrate, patting you on the shoulder. A few of them even start dancing on tables on the other end, seeming to have been a few cups into the drinks at this point.
I'm just going to kind of exhaustedly stare down at them. I'm not
All right.
I'm not much of a storyteller, sadly, and then just grab some of the drinks before I kind of toast and give a nod and thanks. Appreciate the drink after what we just been through. It's yeah, that story. That's something I can't really. I don't want to recall right now.
We all saw some horrors today, but enjoy your drink. Make those horrors go away along with it. And
Go ahead.
we're alive.
That we are. I kind of just give them a toast before I go to a corner and just nurse that drink.
Yeah, and after the initial set, most of them seem to leave you be. A couple of them coming by to congratulate, as they seem to be doing with each other all throughout the bar. It's a very odd sense of jovialness mixed with that inherent sadness that comes with the reality of this did come with a cost. They are alive, but there are many others that are not.
Yeah. Basically, just kind of start going into my own world at that point.
All right.
Just drinking.
And
Yeah,
as you're
whenever I get
drinking,
out, I'll join her. But
okay. As you're drinking, you hear a ding sound. And you look in the chair beside you, and you notice a small dagger with a note attached to the bench.
I stealthily grab and sort of move to a corner spot where I'm not as obvious before.
And you're already in the corner, so
Okay, good.
you're able to get the note pretty stealthily, as its method of delivery was out of sight as well.
I'll
and
read it.
I'll send you that over. All right. So, Eldon, what would you like to do?
You're in this border window?
Yep.
France. Smile.
All right. And as you're trancing, a few things come over you. You replay the battle through your head, but the battle starts to shift slightly the way through. You're on a field, surrounded by orcs, standing atop a rock, and you're unleashing arrow upon arrow upon arrow on them. It's a constant hail, and as each and every one starts falling, they're quickly replaced by more. And right when they're about to overwhelm you, you suddenly return back to yourself, and you feel a hunger.
curse bow a little.
Boshan is not cursed, okay?
So the bow itself seems to be indicating a desire for you to feed it.
Curse bow little.
You
Do
take
you
that
do
back.
anything with that, or
What am I supposed to do in the middle of a town, bro?
I don't know. That's up to you.
Give it some
It's
celery
hungry.
sticks.
And you
Celery
would
sticks.
know, having attuned to this item, when it's asking you to feed it, it's not asking you to kill somebody with it. It is literally asking you to imbue it with something.
Oh, that's what it wants.
It's better than murdering people.
It's a little blood magic is all.
What do I have on me right now? Yeah, I've been drinking. Fuck me. I've been thinking about how I wanted to use this like feature of it, but I'm not sure how it works entirely.
What would you like to try?
Uh so what it does is whatever I imbue it with will change its it'll change it, right?
Correct.
So does this material have to be like coarse like sand, or can it just be like I
It
don't know?
potentially could be.
What do I have? Do I have anything? What I wanted to actually another thing I wanted to try was pouring a fucking healing potion on it and see what that did. That could
Are you
be
going to
funny.
pour a healing potion on it?
I don't have one. I use my life. I have a water skin actually. Yeah, just pour some water on it and see what happens.
Okay.
Hydrate.
So as you pour the water onto the bow, you would expect it to be making a mess, but it doesn't. It
It's
all just
absorbing
gets
it.
absorbed directly into the wood. And you see the engravings along the woodwork shift to have from this red hue that they had previously into a light blue.
Interesting.
And once you've satisfied it, the feeling of hunger goes away.
It's just a
And
thirsty boy.
Basically.
so yeah, you'll have to shoot it to see what it does.
Gotta feed it some chicken nuggets next.
Oh, infinite nuggies.
Mhm.
All right. Gene, is there anything you would like to do in this time?
I'll probably just get cleaned up and clean up my armor of any gunk or stuff I have on it.
All right. And it takes you a little bit of time. There's a lot of gunk in there, but your armor is gleaming by the time you finish. And you notice that your entire self feels much healthier than it did previously. You can go ahead and raise your HP back to maximum. All right. Is there anything else you would like to do in this time?
No, I'll just say that's what I took care of myself for the 4 hours.
All right. Nihilus, as you enter your trance, you start seeing yourselves when you first arrived in Closa. But when the portal opens, you notice the citizens starting to run away. But what they run into is zombified citizens, worms sticking out of different orifices all throughout their body, grabbing onto each other imbuing others with those same worms until finally almost the entire city is filled with these creatures as legions pour out more and more from the portal. And then you feel a set of peace as the entire slate is cleaned away. And instead you see the city as it is now. A portal that is no more, and just some minor damage all throughout.
Okay.
A sense of calm comes over you. And you feel almost a sense of pride coming from Mistra through your amulet.
Yay.
All right. So the 4 hours comes to an end, and the tavern that was previously extremely occupied starts to die down as those of rank start showing up, and eventually the only individuals left in the room are Kyrie, Rakith, the druid Ciara, and yourselves. What was that?
Kyrie, Rakith, and Ciara, correct?
Yep. Oh, and Mira.
They're all sitting at a table, or
They are all seated at a table, waiting for you to come in. You and Rain are already there, but waiting for the others. Okay. Do you all just make your way there, or does anybody try to not go?
I want to be fashionably late by 3.5 minutes.
All right.
have
Very
a-
realistic.
So this druid, do they have any sort of like markings on them?
They
Colors?
do. They have a set of face paintings that go across their forehead. A vibrant blue paint that comes down over each eye, and then another that comes down to the bridge of their nose.
Okay.
It's the woman I was talking to.
Yeah, yeah.
Correct.
I'm just gonna wait till everyone shows up and then we can get talking, I guess.
All right.
I'll arrive 5 minutes early.
All right. So as you're all there, the kind of ambiance is one of seriousness, but also one of just relaxation after what was just occurring. The first person to tune up is Kyrie. Well, thank you all for showing up. And kind of a bit of a pointed glare in Eldon's direction. So,
I realize precisely what I mean to. Okay.
what exactly occurred within this city while we were on our way here? Because, as far as I know, there was no Wizard of the Tower here. And yet, the portal's closed. There's no undead for hundreds of miles.
You might want to speak to that one, Aros.
So, how do I explain this? I was provided time and I was able to do it.
close the portal.
I don't know if you recall back in the first portal when you threw me through the gate, where it was.
I do, rather fondly. At that.
I didn't do it alone, obviously. Dead.
I see. And she stays in her seat, but you see her eyes peering through you. I would like you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh,
Tails, answer my questions. They're time sensitive.
So yeah. The things that you pick up on Nihilus, both Mira and Kyrie give off the same divine presence.
What? That was different than before, right?
You also get a not evil presence, but there's definitely something surrounding Rakith.
Remember, Aris, you get +3. So since I'm pretty sure me and you are close together,
You
my
would
aura.
be close enough for that, yes.
so it's 18.
18, alright. So as she looks you over, you feel almost as if somebody is going through your mind, reading your memories. Oh, thank you for the last one. Nihilus, you do pick up 3 undead presences by Aris.
No fiendish.
No fiendish.
Sweet. Do I notice Kyrie doing this?
If you were gonna
She's
do that,
pretty
then why would you
blatantly
even
doing it.
ask me?
Well, wanted your perception of things. Sometimes memories can lie.
I want to channel
Dialogue?
divinity, read thoughts on Kyrie.
All right. Jump down to secrets.
Damn it. What? She's gonna.
I fucking hate.
Fucking smacked.
I hate when Kyrie does this shit. Like, plus fucking 17 doesn't do shit.
I mean,
Yeah,
that's what we know already, though.
yeah, I know.
Real-
I had to save like a fucking 20 against her.
Probably, she is probably higher level than us.
Yeah, but I saved it. It's probably a 21, honestly, because that's what the other chick did. I didn't lie, so it's. Holy
There you
fuck.
go.
Oh no.
Got a plus 16 to. Okay.
So there you go.
Yeah, there's no way we're doing that DC check.
You got an estimate. Damn.
This bitch is practically a demigod.
I mean, with what we know,
Something. She's
Are
something.
we about?
that's for sure.
Are we about to see Nihilus fly across the room again?
Like, she deserves it though. She peeked into shit. Trying to peek into both times.
Hey, at least we get information from it. That's all that matters. Yeah. It's like
We may not even
Leo's
get,
Huh?
we may not even get information from it. What happens if that wisdom save though? Was
Well, I
to
didn't
stop
lie to
their-
her.
Hmm.
No, I meant from Nihilus
Oh
reading
yeah,
her.
it definitely was, but
Here's what I was thinking too. We get physical visual information from Heels being the front, our front, and then we get the mental information from Nihilus because she's basically
they're having a conversation right now. You know that. between the two of them. She's pissed off. Oh, that's a big save. You type in +3.
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go. Nice.
It's fucking good shit.
Ren is slightly traumatized at the moment.
Dude, like, I don't even... Oh, because you... Whatever.
It's just... Yeah, she'll explain later. Yes, we'll see. We'll see.
If we don't do
Yeah,
it, we're fine.
Yeah.
We're fine. I don't know about
Ah, that's fine.
Silas.
Didn't have to. It was just gonna be a conversation, that's all.
Mm. Yeah, but let's just say all our encounters has been way over Rain's pay grade or what she's experienced so
Of
far.
course. But...
Just like, man, what the fuck am I getting into? Oh,
Ooh.
Yeah, she got shot across the room for sure.
She's so mad.
What do you expect?
you
You're reading her
think?
mind.
Like, come on, dude.
As this occurs, she's going through. You see a look of just pure anger come over her. And you see her eyes change from her normal, just red irises to pure crimson. And she raises a hand in her direction, and Nihilus is pushed through what seemed to be a tear in space and disappears. I'll deal with that later.
what?
What did she do?
What did you do?
Tried to look somewhere she shouldn't.
She started it.
And at this point, Mira kind of walks over, places a hand on Kyrie's shoulder. Oh, it's quite all right. No need to be mean to the children.
Cough into my drink. I just keep sipping it.
How do
And
we,
you see her pondering for a moment. I would like you all to make a persuasion check as a group. This is to kind of set up the vibe that whether she feels guilty or not about this.
I don't think she's gonna feel guilty
I
at
don't
all.
really care if she does or not, but...
Yeah, I don't care either, honestly.
Let's try to
Not
be a
bad,
little
though.
bit more
bad.
amicable.
That with +3 on each, or no?
Those are only to saving throws.
Yeah.
Alright, so I will discuss her later. But, anyways, all I was doing was gathering some surface thoughts. And in particular, checking on that device in your hands. Because the last time I looked, there was something far more interesting in there. So, what exactly did you do in order to close the portal?
Well, I've been looking into it a little. Basically, died. That was one that you sensed. The other
Yes.
one was the one you were afraid of. Basically,
That one seems to be gone, although still. Go ahead.
we were down below the city. This blood witch released a bunch of necrotic energy. I had an idea that I could potentially close it with Azravon's help.
I see. And is Azravon still with you?
I checked.
Ooh, this opens possibilities. Oh. And you see a smile coming over her face.
I guess I have a question for you. How much do you know about what happens to wizards?
Vaguely. Haven't really had one of those orbs to touch because moment somebody attunes to it, nobody else can even do anything with it. Even somebody with my capabilities.
So, after we closed the portal, we had a visit. Certain abyssal entity
I see. And all of you were attacked by this.
her focus was on me, but everyone in the area was affected.
I see.
I don't know what happened particularly to... I think she was mad, not gonna lie. I think she was pretty mad that this I think I resisted from her, and as far as I'm aware, I'm disconnected.
I see. And you say this fiendish creature, lives in the tower.
Can I... yeah. I guess
Well,
how much do you know on the whole situation? Tower.
Well, about 40 years ago, 5 mages decided to try and find a way to close portals. One of them succeeded. And together they developed the prototypes of that's in your hands. It was far more vicious back then, but did the job. And I decided to assist to make sure that they could even get to the portals because I'm quite tired of this plane being taken over by these things.
Is it possible I can make an insight check?
Go ahead. Jump down to secrets. She's definitely leaving out details, but overall, she seems to be telling the truth.
Okay.
One thing that you do gather from it as well, when she talks about the 5 mages, she does it almost in the same way that somebody would talk about children trying to accomplish something, where there's just no faith of it being useful.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. I'm at that.
Okay.
Nothing.
Things are happening. So
So what I'll say is one in particular
Give me one moment. And then you see her open her hand, and a opening very similar to one that you saw earlier opens from the ceiling, where Nihilus had once stood. Nihilus, make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
And more gracefully than you would have expected, this elven woman comes falling from the sky, landing on the floor, but on her feet and standing straight back up and dusting herself off.
Did she do a Superman jump? Super hit.
Mhm. 3-point landing.
nice.
I would like to give a little curtsy to Kyrie and sit as far away from her as possible.
Mouse, I see.
I kind of like look over, shake my head, and just say, the individual that connected to me.
Oh, the cocky bitch.
As far as I'm aware,
Wait, are you talking about Evershift or my mother?
Oh, I like your mother. She's fun. Evershift, on the other hand, well, she has a tendency to extend her capabilities. Although, if what you say is true,
it is.
maybe I should take a closer look.
As
Mira?
far
Can you tell Lyra to make her way to the tower?
very
Let's
careful.
apprehend her. At this point, you see Mira just bow, and her eyes go pure white. Done.
It's like that.
Well, she's got to go get her.
People have died. Going to take her down.
I think Lyra will be able to handle herself.
Not that I don't question that. This is some sort of Did
Why
she
don't
know?
you
Did she
think into
What's that?
this?
Is that sorry?
Think in the direction of this. And she holds out her hand, and you see an amorphous globe of liquid floating in the air.
Would I recognize what it is?
This is not a spell that you recognize.
Do I recognize it?
You do not as well either.
Why didn't you ask her about it?
Is it?
Well,
Oh,
if
okay.
you think in the direction of it, it'll take on your thoughts.
I'll do it.
Okay. I would like you to make an intelligence check.
Heck, okay.
Since this is something that you've known extremely well and probably have thought quite a bit about, I can let you add your proficiency modifier as well.
My proficiency modifier is, where do I find that?
I believe it's
Oh,
plus
3,
3 for you
okay.
right now.
So I have.
And you build up a perfect representation of her
Nice.
as
Oh, yeah.
the entity comes over and you see it forming into the shape of the fiendish creature.
Likely it doesn't look like
Oh.
that right now, but
Oh, this one's fun.
what is she?
Oh, this is Aldenok.
Danok?
Yes.
If you were to
She's,
spell that.
Yeah, she's one of the demon lords of the abyss. Although a minor one, because since she likes to stay on the same realm as Pazuzu, she doesn't really have much domain other than the realm that she plays around in.
They mentioned something about Pazuzu. Just
Actually, have the full chant.
Oh. I guess she's decided to help her son rise to greater power.
son.
Well, yes. She's the mother of Pazuzu.
Chant was destroy the elements, save this planet for the glory of Pazuzu.
Destroy the elements.
Destroy the elementals.
There's no elementals in the abyss.
Well, we had thoughts on this.
I'm all ears.
I had thoughts at least, but my fear is, to my understanding, the far planes are from the abyss, correct?
Indeed. Almost the entire northern region has been overtaken by them.
My fear is we push them back.
So maybe. I think we can work with this. And at this point you see Mira bowing her head down slightly. And then she starts whispering something into Kyrie's ear.
Can I read her lips?
Do you have the feat that allows you to do that?
I do.
Alright. Can you speak
want that.
Celestial?
Oh, I can't!
You can.
So, you get a few words out of it. So, Iron Tower and Evershift both come up. And at this point, Kyrie just looks at you all. Well, seems like she's decided to go on the run.
We would tell you as soon as we broke, or I broke.
Although if I was her and sent you to a plane to die, I wouldn't expect you to come back. Although,
Or you have your ways.
maybe she didn't want you to die. Kill the elementals. Maybe you're doing her a favor.
Just closing everything for her.
making way for the abyssal portals to come through. They were the first ones, but then very quickly after, elemental portals started showing up, and the abyssal ones were essentially landlocked by them.
Oh.
That was my thought.
Do we know how the Blood Witch opened this portal? Has anyone investigated down the well?
I mean, I'd like to go back down there whenever we
I
have
didn't know-
time to sleep, but
They had already done that.
Down the well. Which well? The one in the city?
The one of the wells, yeah, we were down there investigating the wormy things the worms, the undead worms. And that's where the Blood Witch was holed up that opened this portal.
I see.
as far as I'm aware, I think it was unrelated to.
It may be unrelated to her, but it's related to how these portals are opening.
Forget the acid and the pool of fire, red and things.
Was that a hiccup?
No.
She's drunk.
How much did you have to drink, Rain?
Enough, my boy.
What?
And at this, you see Mira kind of looking on with a bit of concern, but just standing by. Well, if you wish to continue looking at the sewer system, you're welcome to. We're going to be here probably for another week or so, just cleaning up and making sure the citizens get back into town. We were able to get the first group in, but we still have about 4 more ships worth to get in, and it's a track all the way to Kalori.
Yeah, I almost got lost a few times coming here.
Well, I might have some work for you all, but that will wait until tomorrow.
Tomorrow morning?
Well, yes. You're not in shape to do much of anything useful today. But you can check your well first. Talk to me when you're done. And at this point, you see Kyrie kind of sit up. And you, girl, come with me.
Okay.
Quick note: did we, whenever we were traveling here, we noticed what was going on in the Feywilds, right? Or was that just Eldon?
Saw the
That was
explosions
just
and
Eldon.
shit.
Yeah.
We knew there was conflict. Didn't know the shit overnight.
Yeah, nobody saw that but me, right?
We
Okay.
knew there was some sort of combat going on though, like the previous day.
Yeah, because a lot of people, like a lot of us saw the other. Just, there was like a previous
Mm-hmm.
altercation.
My bird didn't
if you
because it's
will.
dumb, you know.
Yeah, your bird do be dumb as a brick.
Brick with
Okay.
wings.
Okay, never mind then.
All right. So as they leave the room, what do the rest of you do?
So it's just Keith,
It's
Sierra,
all of you with
and-
the exception of Nihilus and
Okay.
Kyrie.
So do we want
How much
do
time we got?
I'll just ask, do we want to go down that well tonight or do we want to go in the morning?
Probably
I
in the
wouldn't
morning.
advise going at night.
Ha! After all that we just...
Yeah, I would like some
Are you
sleep.
sure?
Sleep would be nice.
Sleep and more drinks. Or more drinks and
Sleep.
sleep. Both would be good too.
No more drinks.
Get up in the
You
morning.
got You're gonna get sick.
Don't worry, I guess I have enough constitution to survive this night. Maybe we'll see. Chugs another round.
Rain, go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw.
Can
Getting
I, like-
hammered, holy fuck.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
You know, it's been a long day, and this
Mhm.
liquor isn't going to be stopping you.
Long is an understatement. Chugs another
And
cup.
what was that,
2
Gene?
fucking days.
Nothing.
All right. So on the other side, Kyrie walks you to a small office chamber.
Took you to her
And-
office.
There is 3 chairs and a small round table. She sits in the far one, pointing at the second.
I'll sit in the one she pointed to.
Well, since you're so keen to learn things, why don't I call in a favor?
So soon? Shit.
Remember, she saved
This
your mother.
one's probably going to take you some time to fulfill. I need you to talk to your deity. Stop limiting me.
I don't think I have that kind of pull.
Well, I guess you'll have to find a way to get that pool. Because while this is Mistra's realm, and oh, woe and behold, she's done quite well, particularly compared to her predecessor. This world needs some real magic.
This world has real magic. Look at what's happening now.
Oh yes, it's quite a clusterfuck. She doesn't have to give me full powers back. Just stop it with the whole 10th level rule.
And if I can't fulfill?
We'll discuss at that point.
What do you want the limits to be?
Well, as much as I would love to have my capabilities back, that's not possible here. But just these... Just make sure she's aware I'm not some Netherese whore that can't handle power. I know exactly what I'm doing. I've done it far longer than she has. So let me use it here.
I don't think it's possible, but I'll pass along the message.
And at this point, she kind of smiles and places a hand on your shoulder as she walks out the door. And you get visions. 3 orders of wizards. The Order of the White Robe, the Order of the Black Robe, and the Order of the Red Robe. All paying homage to their gods. And then her fingers let go of yours. The vision fades.
Was it 3 separate gods or 1 god?
3 separate. And
If you're so
make
limited
a
here.
history check.
Okay.
Bye.
No.
Okay.
If you're so
You-
limited here, why not go elsewhere?
Well, everyone deserves to be able to come home sometimes. And she starts walking out the door.
Oh, I thought that was gonna be worse. I don't even know.
I'm afraid you're gonna get a weapon.
No, it's literally like the first thing Mistra did when she ascended to godhood was limit magic.
All right. So, and at that point, we're going to go ahead and take a quick break.
Mm-hmm.
Totally worth it.
It's actually kind of tempting to just.
I've used
grab
like
it
4
and-
spells. Totally worth it.
4?
I used sending to talk to Kyrie to let me come back.
How'd you have all those? Oh, you. That's right. You tranced.
Yes, I did. There was a reason.
Mm.
I needed those channel divinities.
I need to sleep.
All right. So, we'll meet back up in about 5 minutes and then we'll get that going.
Perfect time because I just finished my coffee.
Bills?
Yeah.
Are you saying we're going to bed?
That'll be up to you guys, but yeah, essentially.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna assume that I'm no longer glowing, right?
Correct. That stopped the moment you got back to the material plane.
Oh, I got a better one first.
But we haven't went to bed just yet.
Oh, I was gonna ask you, Tails. So thaumaturgy is part of my infernal light. Does that count towards my 5 cantrips?
No, I don't believe it should. One way to double check that is if you unselect it but still have it,
I can't
then
even.
yeah. Oh, then yeah, it's probably
Select all
not
my
even one of the
spells.
ones.
So I can add a cantrip when we...
Yeah, that
Okay.
should allow you to add one more. All right, so is everybody back?
Yeah.
All right. Oh, Nihilus is still muted. All right.
Sorry, my dad called.
Oh, you're good.
Unacceptable.
I swear he only calls when I'm like raiding or playing D&D. I know.
Alrighty, so, is there anything else that you guys wanted to accomplish in that room? Being able to talk with Rakith or Mira or Sierra.
Actually. Hey, Rakith. So, how about that 2,000 gold for the
Oh.
job done?
We'll have it ready for your dispatch in the morning. Yeah, I think you definitely satisfied what we were needing.
How's the archer doing that came with us?
He's better. He'll need about a week or two to recover, but he should be able to use his bow just as he did last week. Although
The dead dude
he wasn't
or
that
not
great
the
of a
dead
shot
dude?
anyways. What?
Is the dead guy or not the dead guy?
The not dead one.
I didn't know if they...
No, they put him with the other soldiers that fell to be memorialized later.
Just hearing this, Prince gonna slap Ara's back really almost hard-ish in a reassuring way, and then just say, just don't question it. Take whatever we can get. And then there's another chug. We did good, right? Right?
I blanked the fuck out, I'm sorry. So everyone's in the room minus Kyrie.
Correct, and Nihilus.
There.
I can't think of anything.
Um.
Well,
All right. Well, at this point, Mira motions to Rain. Would you mind if I talk with you for a little bit?
sure.
We can leave to give you guys some privacy.
I give another toast to heals.
Just don't drink too much.
I'll
Don't worry.
And
So-
don't worry, I got that covered.
cast
Um,
like thaumaturgy.
Sure. There's a small gust, and your hair just flutters.
Where's the prestidigitation to make her smell like flowers?
So Rain just kind of turns awkwardly to
Didn't know I did
Sort
it.
And Mira is giggling to herself with all this.
because it's like feel like there's some fly going on with the back of my hair. I don't know what's going on, but it's bothering me.
I'll make sure she gets to bed safely and sober.
Why do I need to be sober today?
Gotta have permission.
So I know that there's probably a lot of questions, and I know that there's not much between us at this point, but I just wanted you to know I meant everything in that letter. And it's fine whatever you choose to do with that. I will admit that I'm a bit older.
More
much
experience.
older. So I understand if you're not ready for something like that.
So is she like a MILF
This is off to
or
the
whatnot?
side, right?
Or
Yes,
like a
this is off
cougar?
to the side, and the only people there is her and Rain.
Okay. Is this
this
still
like
in
some
view of
cougar?
everyone?
She would absolutely not say anything until everybody else was gone.
I'm
Right.
I'm just gonna kind of still toast and then do another chug of this unlimited cup of beer.
Okay, make a Constitution saving throw again. Okay, you're still holding up strong.
Mm-hmm. We gotta keep at it, I guess.
You should be glad I didn't have any lay on hands points left over. Would have cured you of your. I would have put you back into sobriety.
No, don't do it.
Well, that's all I wanted to say. But no matter what you choose, I do look forward to working with you on your alchemy and your potions and all those things.
So that's when Rain's just going to put the mug down, put both of her hands on both her shoulders, kind of like
I got some grass
Yes.
for you.
yeah, I do have some grass, but so many other complicated things going on right now. I feel like adding more complication to the more complicated things would not suit well with my I kind of look pointedly at the mug. Sobriety is the word.
I fully understand that. Well, maybe not now, maybe not even soon, but know the door's always open. But for now, let's get you to bed.
Well, damn it, Jim.
At which point, if you allow her, she will lead you to your bedchamber, tuck you in, and will leave untouching you. Beyond that,
Just a tender stroke on the cheek.
Rain's
You know.
probably just gonna grab another bottle, just for one more. You know.
okay.
Have it
Make a perception check.
God damn it! Don't steal my bottle, okay? Mm,
Okay.
mm.
So when you grab the bottle, you see her grab it with you. Are you sure you need this?
No, 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 no.
And you see a small flash.
Mm-hmm. I need at least one more bottle. Kind of like holding one, or kind of no. She says one, but she's like holding 3 fingers in front of her, like really close to her face. One more bottle for the round.
All right. Well, please do limit yourself.
Of course, of course. I mean, I'm still standing, aren't I?
For now.
For now.
And while I have many capabilities, I don't know if I could pick you up.
Don't worry. I'll be able to pick myself up. Maybe. We'll see. But, you know,
All right.
one more.
Okay. And when you go to drink it, after she leaves the room, allowing you to be on your own, you notice that the bottle is filled with water.
God damn it.
Gotta hydrate, you know.
So, probably Rain would not notice this as much, that there's no alcohol in that water.
With that perception check, you notice that it's very off, and it's extremely weak as far as you're concerned.
Bartender, why is this beer so weak?
Which you call out to a very empty room.
Where's everybody? I'm going. Can I rummage to the back of the bar?
You're going back to the bar?
Yeah. And rummage
Okay.
around to see if I can find another bottle.
Make a stealth check at disadvantage, because at this point you are quite inebriated.
Let's go. Fuck.
All right.
Oh, no.
As you go back there and you start making your way to the bar, you see one of the guards. Excuse me.
Hello
Can I help
there.
you?
Sir, would you happen to have another or a better drink rather than this whatever this thing is? It's weak as.
I think you might have had enough already, miss.
Oh, no. No, this is not it. See here?
You're gonna get thrown in
See
the
here?
fucking.
Make a
Dude,
persuasion check at disadvantage, because you are all sorts of places. Okay.
Alright, let's go.
And you
I
see
mean-
him kind of shaking his head.
See, I'm
Alright.
still walking straight, right? It's like that's a nice parallel line right there.
Can
You
you say
wait
your A-
here. I will get you one.
Can you say your ABCs backwards, please?
You are
Um,
very, very kind, good sir.
And he comes back with a mug filled with what seems to be beer.
Seems to be beer. Okay.
And
I drink it.
please, that'll be the last one for the night.
Ah, totally the last one.
All right. Make a perception check.
Wow.
Would it be a disadvantage?
This would also be a disadvantage, yes. It tastes like beer, or at least close enough.
I'll kind of just have a shrug and then just at least this one's better than that whatever the thing is. Then just shugs it down.
All right, so you enjoy your very extremely watered down beer.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
All right. Gene, did you want to do anything for the night?
No, I'll probably just head off to bed.
Okay, Eldon?
What do I want to do? Nothing.
Nothing? Okay. Nihilus, as you say your prayer, you feel a warmth coming from your amulet. And then you hear a voice behind you. I see. Well, why don't we put a hold on whether or not I'll do that and talk of something else? And as you turn around, you see a tall woman, rather pale skin, with raven black hair, coming over a gorgeous ethereal robe.
I bow.
You've done well, and I've seen your charges. When you first joined my service, you seemed lost, but it almost feels as if you might have found something for yourself here. I'd be very interested in seeing what kind of knowledge you're able to gain. But first, I must ask you, what do you feel is the importance of magic?
Magic is balance. Magic is the ability to cancel out the bad with the good. And also the good with the bad. It's what makes the world go around. It's literally what powers us to do incredible things and make the world what it is.
And with each word, you feel your amulet. You've felt divine presence through it before, but this is something different. You feel almost raw arcane magic starting to emanate from it. And at this point, she holds up her hand, and you see stars, 7 of them, lighting up surrounding it. And with this, you are chosen. And as she points her fingers towards you, you feel the arcane magic pulse throughout your entire body. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw. You're doing really well on those today.
Mhm.
And what threatens to overwhelm you with just the raw arcane might, you look about, and suddenly you start seeing things in the air that you couldn't see before. And your eyes, as you close them, you can still see many of these same arcane weaves around you. Now, while you may owe her a life debt, you'd already promised your life to another. But I'd be willing to listen to your call for help. But I'll need something from you first.
Of course.
Show me that Looney is truly worthy.
Looney?
Give me a reason why. She says Looney. Luni.
Is that Kyrie's name?
A nickname. It's always interesting seeing a older sibling. But for now, just continue to grow, continue to learn, and show me what new divinations of magic that you can come up with.
It sometimes gets me in trouble, but I'll do my best.
As you said, all magic is a balance, and all consequences balance themselves out. And as you look around, you see her form starting to fade. And she holds up her hand one last time. Just be careful of the red moon. And she's gone. And the next morning, you all awake, a long rest complete. You hear
Wait.
hustling. Oh, go ahead.
While Eldon is trancing, I want to identify his bell.
That already
Alright.
happened.
I
Best
want you to
chance.
make a stealth check. Or actually, make a sleight of hand check.
Excuse me? I already tranced multiple before this meeting even
Are
happened.
you trancing again overnight?
No.
Okay, then I'll wait.
Okay.
Yeah, we're from Bochan, okay?
I would like to trance again.
Alright, those of you that wish to may complete your long rest. And when you wake
Yay.
up, it's somewhat early in the morning, but already the town seems full. You are also very much awoken by the sound of an airship landing in the field not too far from you. What would you like to do?
So Eldon, what's that super cool bow you got, man?
I don't know, find out yourself.
Can I see it?
Yeah. I'll hand over.
I would like to grasp my amulet and identify it.
Okay. So as you identify the bow, what you find is you find this to be Bogadar's Bow of Indemnity. This is an ancient weapon that seems to have been passed down from some sort of wood elf hero. But in particular, this is a magical weapon. It does not seem to be cursed, but it seems to take on the, you could say, the things that are fed into it change the properties of the bow. Currently, it is capable of sprouting out magical arrows that deal water damage.
Hey, you got water arrows today.
Yeah, I'm still working out how to influence this thing to the best of its ability.
Yeah, I was hoping my identify could help you with that, but I guess not.
Yeah, I was hoping the same.
The one thing that you do understand is that, and this would come from the identify spell in particular, the more that you feed it the same type of thing, the greater the effect becomes of that thing.
Oh.
But when you change, it starts anew.
Okay. So if I get something I like, I can stack it.
And each tier takes more than the previous tier.
Is Rain down with others?
Make
Is
a
everyone?
Constitution saving throw. Let's see if you woke up at a decent hour or not.
All right.
Yeah, you are feeling
Bright
refreshed
and early.
and
Mm-mm.
ironically with not nearly as much of a hangover as you were expecting.
See. Constitution. Okay, so wait, was I there when they were talking about this?
I would say with that roll, yeah, you would have been able to be down there at that point.
So Rain just slumps down beside them and kind of like looks around the end to see if there's any. Wait, do we have food already on the table or not yet?
If you order some, they'll get some for you.
Okay, so she's basically just flagging down someone and kind of just mentioning it on the sideways about I wonder what would happen if like some other liquid got on him. Or other elements. Would
Make your
it
boa drunk.
That would be hilarious.
mix
Do
and
you
match
try to pour
something?
alcohol on the bow?
Yeah, you're not touching.
That's a really interesting bow you got there, Eldon.
Also, would it even work if anyone else tried to do it?
You don't know.
I doubt it.
I'm
Yeah, I just basically flag someone down for food.
Yeah, and very easily you're able to order some food. And soon after they come by with some bacons, some sweetmeats, and oddly enough, a bowl of what
Chicken
looks like
nugget?
gruel.
Was there chicken nuggets in there?
No chicken nuggies on the menu today.
Okay, dang. Like,
Oh.
kind of looking at this girl and then kind of nodding at Elton. Like, say for example, this gruel.
Stop.
Okay. I just continue to eat.
I wonder if I gave you holy water.
That is a good question.
Actually,
Be interesting to find out.
I have to spend some time, but I think Nihilus can do the same properties as well.
Hmm.
Well, if you happen to get some, I'll try it next.
Well, ceremony
good.
allows us to turn water into holy water if we choose to.
I wasn't listening. What?
Holy
He's basically
arrows.
asking if you have ceremony.
I am actually choosing my spells for the day.
Doesn't have to be particularly today.
mhm.
Yeah, if we could do this a different day, because I want to go back down the well.
How busy?
There's actually not very many people inside. The
Well, and
most
we're
of the
the
individuals seem to be out.
we're the Silverfang headquarters, right?
Correct.
Okay.
So
You are basically back at the pub that's attached to it.
Wait,
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I'm gonna look
where's
at
our
Rain.
reward?
Well,
That's
he
what I
said
wanna know.
he would get for us in the morning. That's what we're waiting for.
Yeah, okay.
Mhm.
So Rain, he kind of puts both hands on the table, and looks at you and is like, "What the fuck was that down there? What was that? Form shifting? Whatever the fuck you did."
What do you mean? I just keep on like sloppily eating the gruel.
You promised that you'd tell
Form
us.
shifting? Well,
You gonna go back on a promise?
so is anyone else looking at?
Make a perception check.
Yeah, I'm just gonna kind of turn my head
I
around.
mean, you could have a private conversation.
Yeah.
We're all aware of this.
I mean, everyone else. Is there anyone else looking?
There does not seem to be too many other individuals that are within earshot. Like there's people passing by and things like that, but you guys are secluded enough, just given the lack of people here currently.
All right. I'm kind of just gonna push back my my bowl, lean in, and then just mention, "Oh, as you guys have seen what I did, or attempted to do, let's just say I can change myself whenever I want to."
Oh, you're not a mage.
Well, I kind of just
Well.
hold out my hand, and and I hold out my hand, and I kind of just change that into what looked like at first is a lean, slender hand. It almost looks, and then it shifts and looks identical to the one of the burly bartender's hands. You know, just kind of like that.
Would I know of anything that would do this? Like,
Make a history check.
Me too.
And then I just shift it back. It's all natural.
This, like, you guys have heard of
I roll.
shape-shifting magics. You've even seen druids shape-shift into other things. This is new.
Look back at my grill. Well, I mean, we're not really common, but I'm
Not
basically.
really common?
I don't know how to describe this. I can just shift according to my will. Bless you.
yes, bless you. Hold on.
Don't get your snot on your bow now.
I mean,
Poison
I can
arrows.
explain this better, but at the same time, I can't really because I need more information myself too. But yeah, I don't need magic. I don't need, yeah, whatever voodoo stuff you guys are doing right there or at that cave. But I just do it naturally. I was, let's just say, born with it. Yeah, it's been really useful at times, especially when, you know, not being not being related to anyone.
What?
I'm just gonna lean down to Athena and just, I'm an orphan lady. Yeah, let's say same place as Jean over here came from.
Would I have any remembrance of her, or was she in a different form at that time?
So when you joined, she had already essentially graduated from the orphanage and was living on her own.
Okay.
You saw her periodically. She would show up from time to time to meet with Father Halston and a few of the other members. So she is somebody that you recognize, but she's not somebody that lived there at the same time as you.
Okay.
Yeah, this predicament is a little bit new to me as well, so I'm still finding information as to exactly what I can tell you. Is that enough information, Eris?
Guess it's gonna have to do for now. So I don't think I'll tell us anymore. Alice, you remember that scroll that we found down there?
Oh yeah, and I handed to you.
Oh, awesome, thank you. I was hold person scroll, right, Tails?
Correct.
Do I see? Sorry, go ahead.
Is it
Oh, I'm not subtle about it.
Oh, no. Do I see if Nihilus is kind of having this still questioning look at me?
I'm not subtle about
Yes.
that either.
Yeah. I mean, I'll just mention. I mean, you can just ask whatever you want to know specifically. But that's all I.
How? How do you do the thing?
I kind of just hold out my hand. I don't. It just happens. I can just change. I don't really know anyone else that does this close by, or at least they don't really show themselves. That's the same as me. But
Don't let the creepy wizard find out. He wanted to experiment on us just because we traveled through the plains.
yeah,
And at
probably
that
a good
point-
idea. No.
the creepy
Pops up
wizard?
underneath the table.
Mm-hmm.
But at this point, Rakith is coming in and he's holding a set of bags. Ah, they told me you would be here. Here you are. 2,000 gold, plus this one. And he places another bag. This one's a gift from my lady. That'll be another 3,000 gold.
Yes.
And when you all get back to Murda, she says to talk with Shade? Some
Yeah.
magic lady. Or thing. I don't know. Supposedly they'll take care of you.
Or Keith, would you happen to know where we can grab a bunch of potions just in case?
Well, finest alchemist in the entire region is just in the other room.
That's true.
That's your girlfriend.
Okay, cool. Well, I don't know about them making supplies and stuff, but I mean,
I can also make potions if we just get supplies.
oh, I mean, can we get supplies for Keith? To
And at
replenish
this
what we
point-
just used.
He's kind of like, I mean, we've just had tons of people injured, so I don't know what we got on stock still.
Okay, that's fine.
Are things open up now, Rakith, or?
A few of them. Most of the people are just rebuilding and taking care of things. They haven't spent a lot of time, shall we say, reopening shop.
Ricky, is there a diamond possibly worth 300 gold that I could buy from the silver thing?
We might be able to scrounge up something like that. Yeah. I want you to go ahead and head on down to the magic shop down the way. Send them this. And then he places a letter in front of you.
Thank you.
And when you look at it, all it is the symbol of the silver fang with Rakith's signature on it.
Cool. Aris, shopping trip?
Yeah, we can. I do want to go
I'm
back
gonna go
down that
with
well though today.
I do too. I prepared spells for it.
I'll go with them to see what trinkets are available around.
Well, first, shop first.
Mm-hmm.
That was an or question.
I think we have time.
Okay.
Things are probably still opening, but I don't care one way or another personally.
I would like to go down the well first. I just want to maybe examine that one room.
Yeah, I'm good with that. Did Kyrie say she was gonna meet us this morning or after?
I think Kyrie's already gone. He said
She
that she went
said
back to
that
Merca.
no,
Merca.
she is still in town.
Oh.
She said that she's going to be here for at least a week, and that you guys can do whatever it is you want to do down there, and then you can come see her when you're done.
Oh,
Okay.
good. I get to talk to her again.
That should be a fun conversation.
I mean, I'm all good there. Anyone not want to go?
Yeah, we might as well go down. We might as well go down. Make sure to do a double look to make sure any undead is properly taken care of.
And maybe
Well,
gather
if-
more crystals.
I'm more curious.
If Oldon got picked up by the orb when she reversed it on us, any undead down there should have got taken care of because that was even bigger. But we should
Oh.
definitely double check because I want to know.
I mean, we heard from Kyrie that there was no undead for miles,
Yeah.
right?
But we still want to
Correct.
go down there.
I want to see whatever she used to open the portal.
I want to see what else is down there, what we missed.
Same.
Of
Yeah,
course,
I
the
wanna
east
find-
side.
I want to see what's down that staircase with the definite chest containing definitely a magical item.
So,
Well, let's
Well, let's
Uh,
go back down there first then.
yeah, hang on.
Which is gonna be a mimic.
Jean,
Hmm.
this probably has more use for you than it does for me at this point. I just take off the necklace and toss it back.
Thank you. I'll take off the one that I had previous on, and I'll put the one Flame gave to me back on.
But
All right.
it's that golden breath thing.
It's just a normal necklace now.
Oh, I forgot to remove
Correct.
the candle of invocation.
All right. So if you guys are going to make your way back down, are you going to try and go down the same well that you came up?
Yep.
And
Is
when
the
you
rope
get
still
there, there is still a rope attached to a church
Yeah.
heading down that well.
Oh, yeah.
This is
Nice.
far on the bottom of that list of things that they want to clean up.
I would like to leave a note and attach it somewhere on the well to not remove that rope.
Oh god, I'm gonna have to make another dexterity check down this rope.
They'll be okay.
All right. So your note is placed. How are you attaching it?
Is
Sheer force
Ricky
of
still
will?
there?
Hold on, let me see what I have.
I mean, you could try.
Here, Nihilus. Dagger. I want that back.
Well, I can't guarantee it's still gonna be here.
Fucking stick it to the wood.
What?
I stick it near where the rope is tied into place.
Okay. Yeah, easy enough. You're able to pin the note with the dagger. All right. So, as you all are making your way down, I would like everyone to give me a dexterity saving throw.
Guidance.
Remember,
Oh, we
everybody
can't
gets
do this
plus
as a
3.
check?
Well, yeah. Actually,
was a
this
check
one
last
I'll
time,
give you the save on this one.
Oh,
So
I
it's a
can't.
dex save.
I can't guidance a save.
What? Didn't I get down here with fucking acrobatics?
Yeah, acrobatics can be done as well.
Okay, then I
Okay.
can. If we can do it as
Okay,
abilities, I can
okay.
guidance. Also, I would like to say that I'm using the climbers kit we got.
Okay.
So you guys are just flexing now. Goodness.
Oh, gee.
Okay. Well, luckily for you all, this was a group check. So,
That's
as
me on my
you're
way
all
down.
making your way down,
You can thank me for the carry later.
as you're making your way down, you're, letting those that are more versed in this type of thing go down first. and they start clearing the way, making sure everything's all set, making sure that the rope's tied off at the bottom. And then as Gene is making his way down, he kind of slips a little bit, falling and smacking Aris, who's just barely holding on himself. And that gives Gene just long enough to re-grab onto the rope, and you're both able to successfully make your way down.
Sorry.
All right, so you guys are back down in the sewers. So let's go ahead and head there.
Oh, no. Back.
So where would you like to go?
Oh no.
Back to where she summoned the portal first, or the stairs first?
My bird comes down with us.
All right.
My bird's back,
Uh,
boys.
Once we get to where we haven't explored before, I can ritual cast detect magic.
I have it prepared.
Well, I also have it prepared. I just don't want to waste the spell slot.
Why do you have a star on yourself?
I'm that good.
He wants to feel
Uh,
pretty.
Star of the show.
I'm going
Alright,
to shoot my bird in first.
While he's doing that, I'm gonna ritual cast detect magic.
Okay.
Can
so
I mine
as
more minerals?
minerals? Make an investigation check.
The fuck?
So as
Yes.
you do this, you're brought into the room, and you notice a massive anvil in the center of this room. Your bird also notices a very blatantly large magic circle surrounding a desk.
Like my magic circle?
Same size, different purpose.
Can I read from here what's on the desk?
Make an Arcana check. Oh, if you're trying to read what's on the desk, make
Or
a
see.
investigation check.
Screw that. I use my amulet and I walk in.
Okay. There is magical signature all around this room, but particularly from that magic circle.
What is it?
It is a...
Like school. You don't have to.
Yeah, I'm trying to find the right word for it. It is an abjuration spell.
That makes sense. I do.
What did my
Tried to
investigation
touch
get?
the circle yet?
You touch the circle?
No, I was asking if he had tried.
No. Just like them to see what I can see.
All right. So as you're looking over the desk, you see notes of a similar styling of the ones that you saw previously. This one's in an... Let me take a look at your languages. Yeah, you would not understand anything about this one.
I'll ritual cast if I need to for comprehend.
Okay,
What's
so
that?
you start casting comprehend languages.
We did say I had to touch it though. So
You do.
I'll go ahead and dispel magic, the magic circle.
Okay,
Are you sure that's wise?
I am going to need you to roll a d20.
I'm going
Okay.
to move to the side of the room.
Yeah, I'm going over here.
just in case, you know. Before I
Just
start
in
ritual
case.
casting. Gonna
Like-
pull it
I'm
up
gonna stand
and-
behind-
this-
I'm gonna stand behind heels.
So as you use dispel
Gives
magic,
me as a body shield.
Yeah.
it does not dissipate the circle.
Damn.
That do be a powerful circle though.
I kind of slow clap though. Because nothing happened. You can do it.
I put my hand up against it.
Uh-oh.
Okay. The moment that you touch it, the door by rain closes.
Oh,
Oh, bye
I'm
ours.
Walked out. Okay.
And spouts of flame. Oh, hold on, gotta get the right.
Literally
thing.
where I'm
I'm going to
standing.
go-
Awesome.
Cast false life on myself.
Wait,
I
why is
don't
it not
think you're
letting
in
me grab
danger.
things? Oh,
Add
there we
some
go.
armor. Just in case.
Okay, now that I have the right button clicked.
I tried to do it the safe way. I'm sorry.
Then you fucking touch it. See,
A spout of flame comes from 3 separate directions. I need all of you to make a dexterity saving throw.
You're all within 10.
Just in
10
case.
You're all within 10 feet of me, so you get the +3.
I'm not on the roof.
Including me?
Including you.
Mother.
I cast absorb elements.
Alright.
Dex save?
That's an 11 for me.
Okay. So Nihilus, which this makes perfect sense. You notice that the flame is not touching within the circle. So you jump into the circle and are not touched by it. Rain, you, looking about, seeing the fire, also notice Nihilus jumping into the circle and not being touched by it, and therefore jump in yourself. Eldon and Jean, you both take 5 points of fire damage.
Sorry.
And the flames are now getting hotter. So I need you
Wrong.
both to make a perception check or dexterity save, whichever you prefer.
Wait, no.
Get in the circle.
Knowing that we're getting buffered by flames, I'm gonna use my platinum shield.
Did you say perception or dex
All right.
save?
Yeah, perception or a dex save.
So whatever modifier is higher, right?
I mean, whichever you prefer to use. And who are you using your platinum shield on?
Eldon.
Okay.
I already used absorb elements as well, so
Yeah.
I think I took like 2 damage.
Well, that's for this round. He has the platinum shield on you. So yeah, you both. All you see is flames all around you, and you take an extra 1 point of fire damage. Eldon,
gonna-
you do not take any damage.
I'm gonna
Oh,
yell out
no.
to get in the circle.
All right.
Thank
So you can now make this next perception check at advantage.
Why, I know where the circle is. I saw it when I walked in the room. No?
Yeah, but we're covered
that-
in flames right now.
Yeah,
You
but
saw
is
it
visibly,
anyway, so-
like,
Yep. And with that, you both are able
Thank
to make
God.
your way into the circle.
I'm gonna cast message. What did you guys do in there? I
Yeah,
see
my
a door
bad. Your
closed in
fault.
front of me, right?
Yeah,
all
my
I
bad.
know is it's your fault.
I tried to do it the safe way.
You're playing with powers you can't control.
And after
You know how
about
that usually
3
works.
minutes, the fires dissipate.
During that 3 minutes, I would like to look at what's on this desk.
Okay. With your languages, you would partially be able to read this, so I want you to go ahead and give me a general intelligence check.
Why doesn't absorb elements use a spell slot when I cast it?
No,
I don't
can
know.
I guidance that? Why couldn't it be
Very
something with a
annoying.
modifier?
Oh,
Because that is a save, that is not an intelligence check.
Oh, okay.
good catch.
I can't do history or something?
This one is just your ability to read it.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna guidance.
Okay. This is very old Elvish,
Alright.
and it's hard to
Okay.
understand. You get out a few words, something about refining.
If it's Elvish,
And-
can I try?
Yeah, if you want to go ahead and make an intelligence check.
Uh-oh.
I'm literally gonna be able to read this after these 10 minutes.
Yeah, but
Oh,
we
yeah,
want to know
sure.
now.
Oh, just straight intelligence?
Mm-hmm. A few extra words that you get out of this is metallic. You also get humanoids.
Oh.
I know one of those.
I'm
Alright,
going
and
to
then
gingerly. Sorry, go ahead.
Aris, the door in front of you opens up as
I've
the
been
flames
grabbed before.
dissipate. And Rain, anything you'd like to do during the last of these 5 minutes?
I'm going to gingerly tip, well, kind of like, you know how I move my foot out of the circle to see if anything happens, like there's still fire or something.
Okay. Make a sleight of hand check.
Side of it.
Yeah, as you come out of the circle, it doesn't seem to have any reaction.
Cool. I'm going to move over to other like bodies or coffins.
Okay, make an investigation check.
They look like molds.
Molds.
Alright, so as you're looking through this, there are indeed 2 molds here. One of
That's
them
horrible.
has a skeleton inside of it, while the other does not. You notice that one of the skeletons is kind of shiny, but that's about all you can get out of it.
Hey guys, the skeleton is shinier than the other. Maybe some sort of voodoo magic or something, you know. Should probably check it out.
And at this point, Jean, is there anything you would like to do in this time?
I can't think of anything.
All right. So, Aris, your comprehend languages is now complete.
Step back in. Do we know what's on that paper? You said, say it to me, or
We got a few words.
the rest of the general thing, or
Let's get everybody near the circle first in case it does it again.
Oh, a circle.
oh yeah.
Okay. And as the new entity enters into the room
Ah.
and enters into the circle, the flames do come out again, dissipating after 3 minutes.
Okay.
So,
Oh,
Aris, you. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Are you going to touch the book?
I'm going to gently touch it so I don't.
Okay. And having done this a few times now, you're able to do so easily. You touch the paper just gently enough to enact the spell. And as you do so, the words shimmer and change into something intelligible. This is a report outlining a process of enhancing the skeleton of the dead. Attempting to find a way to create a body that could potentially be inhabited by somebody. The goal being that they wanted to try and build a body that did not age.
Does it say anything if it was successful or not?
Doesn't seem to. Just seems to very much be an outline of process.
I relay this to everyone.
Make a investigation check.
Immortality.
One word that sticks out to you. You don't know. It doesn't translate, which is very strange for this spell. So it makes you think that it's probably a name of some sort. And you notice that there is the Valkotha Council indicated on there.
Valkotha. Is this like a signing kind of thing?
It seems to be the 2. So who they're sending this report to. All right. Nihilus, as you're looking over these skeletons. You do recognize that there is something metallic being added to the skeletons here, but that's about all you can gather, is that at least in some form it has been successful. Now whether it's been usable, you don't know.
Okay. And the only thing I got with my detect magic was the circle itself.
The entire room is surrounded by something. You would gather, just from what you've seen
It
and
was the
your
trap.
understanding of that, it is the alchemical fire that is in the wall that
Oh,
is powering the flamethrowers. And
surprised you
this
didn't hurt worse.
is the enhanced alchemical fire.
Oh,
There's a door.
It is not. It is a holder.
Oh, it's just okay. I think
Onward.
this is all we.
It seems like it.
Where's the chest with magical items?
Not in this room, barely.
Alright,
Okay.
Are you guys heading back there? Or down here?
We were rushed in the bottom right room
which room?
Correct.
for both rooms. Go to the right.
Where are you talking about?
He's talking about here.
Oh, yeah. I'm gonna ritual cast water walk so we can get across the acid.
Yeah, and with ease, you guys are able to bypass this. Now that you understand how it works, you can replicate what you did previously.
Yeah, we can go that way first.
All right, so Aris, go ahead and make an investigation check. Okay. All right. So, Nihilus, you are able to pick up a slight magical signature from all of these canisters that are holding people.
Yeah, I got that last time.
The other thing that you pick up is a scroll that Aris finds as he's rummaging through the desk down here.
Hey, there's a scroll in there.
Yeah, I see it. Holding it up.
Thanks.
So if would I be able to tell what this?
Make an Arcana check.
Comprehend languages is still up too.
Yeah, and that's going to be why you understand what the spell is. This is to see if you could translate the arcane structure into what it does. So this is a scroll of gentle repose.
Oh, okay. I can tell you what it is right now. Hold on.
Is that cleric spell?
It is.
It's to prevent somebody from becoming undead for 10 days or prevent the
Yeah, you can
act of
also-
decay.
Yeah, so you can prolong like when you can revive them and they won't turn undead.
This might be useful. I don't think I can learn this spell, right?
I don't believe so, no.
So this might be useful
Gene,
for
can
later
you
if I
cast
want
it?
I get a free cast of it, yeah.
Yeah, so either of us can use it. I'll take it for now, I guess.
Whichever.
All right. And with that investigation, one thing that you also notice is behind this bookcase here, it does shift.
Ah!
I found the
You
secret.
just
Let's
hit him
go.
in the face with it.
Oh,
He gets so excited and he gets whacked by the shelf opening up.
And you find a metallic door behind it, very similar to that was around the foundry.
Pestle door opener?
Yeah, I got it.
Wait.
Yeah, good idea, good idea.
Can I do an investigation on it?
Absolutely.
Did I get any magical ping from it while I was close?
You did not.
Okay.
So this does not seem to be trapped, and it also does not seem to be locked.
Is there those like same like the other doors where you have to stick your hand in type of deal, or do I just like push it open?
It does look like you have to stick your hand in.
Okay, I'll stick my hand in.
All right, and when you do so, you feel a small ping of something piercing your skin, and then you see a small room with a door on the other side.
Gonna peek in.
Yes, I'll go in, look around, make sure the coast is clear.
Must pick in.
Doesn't
I'll
seem
get-
to be anything here.
I'll get closer to see
looks
if I get any
clean.
magical ping.
There's a bunch
you
of
do.
moss.
Not get a magical ping other than that of yourselves.
Oh, look, team, look at all these green news stuff that I see.
And just for brevity's sake, you guys are able to make your way through here, and you notice that there is a set of slots, top and bottom, very similar to what you saw previously for the arcane fire repositories. And you find them over the next 2 rooms
Holy fuck.
Holy
until you
crap.
finally find yourself a door that is locked.
One's locked?
The one.
What's in these little alcoves?
So they seem to be slots very similar to the ones that you saw previously for the alchemical fire.
Oh, okay.
It looks. What are these down here? Are those like tubes? I take it.
Correct.
Empty tubes.
Do you think maybe one of us has to go back to the puzzle room potentially and flip some levers to fill these up? Like,
See what's going on with the door. If it's...
I can take a peek.
Can I see the lock on it or what? What's going on?
This one, how are you checking? So it has the same mechanism for putting your hand in.
Oh. Mr. Paladin?
I've been giving this place enough of my blood. What doesn't hurt to possibly give him more?
Hell yeah.
I'll move a little bit closer.
Okay. So this time, as you push your fingers into the hole, nothing happens.
How many holes are there?
There's just one big one that you can place your hand into.
Yeah, it looks like this door doesn't want to prick my finger this time.
Can I look at it closely to see if there's any other secret?
Make an investigation check.
Six.
You do not get a magical ping. At least from here. Nope, that's too thick. So nope, you don't get any ping.
Eh.
Alright, you can tell that the door is locked, but you're not sure how.
I'm gonna kick it.
Okay, make an attack roll.
Really? You're gonna hurt yourself.
That's a sturdy door. You go, you kick it, and you fall right onto the ground. You don't hurt yourself, but it hurts your pride a little.
Yeah.
Door 1, Nihilist 0.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't do shit to that door.
Yeah.
I mean rain.
Yeah. Something else that needs to be done with that door.
Um. Would I be able to discern? Are there, so like in the other room, where we were filling up the with like the gas and shit, is there something similar in this room?
There does not seem to be, no.
Oh, well, I do remember that there is something in the previous room.
I'm gonna try and open the door and see if it does anything different.
Make an investigation check. Okay.
Much
So one
better.
thing that you notice is that there is a collection of small runes in the side of the door. Not on the door itself, but on the stonework next to it. And with that investigation check, I'll even tell you that you notice that 2 of them seem to be more depressed than the others.
I press the 2 that are more depressed than the others.
Okay. And when you do so, the door makes a sound.
Did it open?
Didn't seem to. Do you want to try and open it?
Yes.
All right. So as you place your hand in, this time you do get a prick, and the door itself allows you to open it.
Do I know what any of the runes meant, just for my own curiosity?
So you would not comprehend this, but Aris, with your comprehend languages, you would
If she
get
calls me
that
over.
these are numerics of some sort of language that you don't understand.
Aris, would you like to send your burden? And read these runes?
Is that like a pile of fresh corpses there?
It looks like a bunch of
Not
items.
corpses.
Ah, the magical items we've been waiting for. Let's go, boys.
Then we got a set
So
of
what you do
stairs.
find is what seems to be a collection of items that have been thrown together. You also notice a giant sigil on the bottom of the ground that spans about 15 feet across. You also notice a stairwell, one going up and one going down.
This place never fucking ends.
Oh fuck, it's coming.
We still got this door right here also.
So you do detect magic from the pile.
Do I get a school?
You also
Circlet
get
event.
a very strong magical presence, one that is stronger than anything else you've ever felt before, coming from below.
Oh shit.
I'm gonna.
Alright.
What school was the magic from the pile?
The magic from the pile is an enchantment.
Okay. Yeah, there's some sort of enchanted item in that pile.
Oh.
And there's something really strong down below. What was the down below school?
That one is unreadable.
Okay.
What?
What do you mean unreadable? Isn't it? What?
We're gonna
Is that
find
possible?
out.
There are many and no magic signatures. This is a type of magic that you have never felt before.
We gotta go downstairs, guys.
Do you
Well,
mention
there's
this to
door
me?
right here.
Yeah.
Can
I'm
I'm gonna pop detect.
That's what I have up.
Yeah, but maybe I would recognize what it would be.
I roll.
I feel
You
like
Do
if it's
not
unreadable,
recognize it.
no one's gonna recognize it.
I just wanted to check because reasons.
Yeah, sure. Don't trust me. It's cool.
No. It's no.
She's a cleric
No,
of
that-
magic.
We, by the way, if we
Yeah,
wanted to have a
literal
discussion, this
cleric
would
of
be the
magic,
place to
by
have
the
a
way.
discussion.
Alright,
So
so
I-
What?
Rain, go ahead and make an investigation
Find
check,
it.
and Jean, you can do your own investigation check on that door.
Find my magical items right
see.
meow.
I was more interested to do an investigation if I recognize what this sigil or the
Oh, okay.
markings.
Go ahead and make a history check.
Looks elven.
Can we say
or
I help?
a religion check. So Gene, this is something that you have seen in some of Father Halston's oldest texts. This is not a religious symbol, but it was a symbol that represented an ancient empire that existed on Provnir approximately 3 to 5,000 years ago. Rain, you find in this pile a bunch of useless crap, but mixed in with it, you also find a small carpet with
Carpet.
steel threading through it. You
Steel.
do not detect any magic from this carpet.
Oh, damn.
Oh,
Not a magic carpet. You're an
that
asshole.
is so. You guys are so excited.
You find what seems to be a cauldron
Okay.
with images of satyrs dancing along the sides of it. Some in different drunken states, some in revelry.
Oh no.
Boobs
It's a
coffin. Cauldron.
It's a
You
pot of
do.
ever-filling alcohol.
You do get a magical signature from this.
I'm gonna beacon Nihilus, kind of
I'm
point
right
at,
behind you.
yeah. So basically like point at the stuff that you just mentioned. What do you think these are?
And I'm just gonna identify it.
Okay. You identify the cauldron to be a cauldron of plenty. You know that this cauldron, if you just place some water in it, will actually turn into a stew 3 times a day.
Nice.
So cool.
Yes.
Travel
That's
cauldron.
awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Is that the only magic thing in that pile, or?
Do I get anything else?
In that pile, yes.
No, I do believe that you're missing something. There's definitely a cloak of Elvenkind and braces
Yeah,
of Archery in
my
there.
circle
I believe
didn't-
you want to check your items again, Tails?
I
I
mean,
believe you're
Alright.
missing.
Yeah,
if
what's
you
up?
guys can go over here and see if you roll higher, you know.
And the other thing that you find in there is a marble miniature set of a castle. It also has some nice inlays of Mossagate. It's not magical, but definitely probably worth some coin.
You said it was made of marble, so probably yeah.
How'd you sell? Okay.
Ooh, 1800. Oh, the carpet's 1800. Oh,
Hell yeah. Oh, we have
Grab-
those gems too. Who has the gems from last time?
Ours.
I'm going to roll the carpet neatly and then just kind of what's it called? Pack it beside my backpack.
Okay.
Along with the marble miniature set
All right.
with moss.
And everything else in here, there's a lot of leather armors that are torn and shredded. You see a bunch of just pants and shirts. You find a few other like staves that have been broken, swords that are chipped. So these seem to be the only items of value in here. But what you do collect throughout this entire set, you find approximately 5,291 gold pieces from this
What the
entire
fuck?
pile.
Jesus Christ.
Why are we
That's
loaded now?
291.
That's
I'm adding that to my inventory right
5,291.
How much is that
Don't
along
worry,
with the
don't
stuff that we
worry.
just got our fucking reward money?
They don't need to know that.
Yeah. So wait, where was the gold in?
It was mixed in with the pile. So there was like 100 gold in this set of pants. There was like a little bit over in here. There was just a massive bag of it from one of them. There seemed to be a chest of it as well.
I'll just compile everything in that bag and then put the bag in the chest and then just put it in my bag and then I'll just mention it to the group.
Yeah, you guys finished the boss, but you never went to the loot room.
We didn't
We
have
were-
time.
We got,
We didn't have time.
we got loot, guys.
All right. So yeah, that seemed to be the only things of value in there. you now have 2 options, or 3 options. You can go
Thank God
up
we
the
came
stairs,
back.
down the stairs, or there is a door that Jean is by.
Horace, you want to see what's down those stairs? With your bird?
I want to see what's through this door first, but yeah, after.
Fine.
Sounds exciting.
I know the
Jean, are
magic
you
is
attempt-
interesting me too.
Yeah, I'll investigate the door, see what's up.
All right.
Hide behind this pillar just in case.
So as you do that, you very easily open these last 2 doors. But one of the things that's very interesting is that as you get further in, you start noticing that there's piping coming from these doors. Something you kind of assumed was coming from the others, but it seems that this is closer to the source of where some of these things are going. And as you get in, you find what seems to be some sort of tall
Ooh.
apparatus that has all of these pipes coming to it. You also notice that on the ground, there's a lot of disturbed soil, almost as if this room had been filled with worms.
Oh!
We would
That's a good-
open. We would have fucking opened that door, and there was gonna be a shit ton of fucking worms in there.
I would have
Unless you
turned
want
undead.
that.
It's a good thing we detonated it and killed them all.
Mm-hmm.
It was probably.
Jean, you get an extremely off feeling from here. It doesn't seem that there is anything here anymore, but you can tell that this is a location of extreme torment and pain.
We were told about that too. What do you guys think? Up or down?
Down.
Down, of course.
So I'm gonna send my bird.
Okay.
I'm gonna go up to Gene. Do I notice like he's off or sensing something?
Jean, do you try to hide the emotion?
Nah.
Okay. So you notice that there's kind of a feeling of pain. Something that you've been with Gene a while now, and you can tell that he doesn't. While he's aware that the world is filled with these type of things, it's not something he enjoys being confronted with.
I'm just gonna put my hand on his shoulder and say, "What's done is done. We did what we could, and we saved a lot of people a lot of pain by closing that portal."
Yeah. But too late for these poor souls.
There will always be people we're too late for. We can only do what we can do moving forward.
I look at Nihilus with a solemn glance. He said, "Yeah, you're right. If only we can do so much more."
We're human. Well, we're people. We have limits.
Yeah. Green's just gonna awkwardly be at the side, kind of not really beyond the conversation, but still kind of hearing some stuff.
And with that, I walk away because I'm dying to go downstairs.
I'll just say a quick prayer of forgiveness and safe travels to the people who lost their lives here, and then I'll move out.
Head out
And
too.
as you say the prayer, you notice the aura that's within it starts to dissipate. It doesn't cleanse it entirely, but it does feel better. You can add 1 piety point.
Very nice.
All right. So next up, the crow. As it
Thank you.
descends down, or is it? Rick. As it descends down these stairs, it shifts from this old cobble into just raw stone, a very naturally formed cave. But it's very small, almost as if it was purposely built to only allow a few people through at a time. And when it gets just out of your range, you just see the cave continuing on.
I'm just gonna send my bird down for like. Till it opens up, because my bird, I feel like my bird would do that. And then try to see, well, wait a bit for it to come back and what it relays or what it remembers.
So you want it to
I want it to go
come back when it
until
opens up.
it opens up into some sort of chamber.
Okay.
And then I want it to come back after it takes a surveying of the room or whatever the fuck's there.
All right. You wait a minute, 2 minutes. The bird
Minus
doesn't
10
seem to
gold on
come
my
back.
gold.
Oh my god, I snap.
Don't worry,
Right,
don't
right.
worry.
The bird reappears on your shoulder.
Got lost.
Does it relay anything back to me?
The cave just continues on. There was never a room that it ran into.
Okay, well, I'll send it back down. You guys want to go upstairs? See what's going on up there while that goes? Checks that out.
Upstairs.
All right. So if you guys are going upstairs, you notice this is a very short walk because it's only one flight. And when you get there, you notice that there is a small altar of sorts surrounded by a bookcase with the same sigil imprinted on each of the pillars in the room.
How we saw in the previous room, the sigil.
Correct.
So there was altars or a bookcase, sorry.
Yes.
Any magic signatures from either?
There is one magic signature. You can. You notice a pile of papers on the items there.
The desk.
On the desk. It does seem to be underneath a few things. So, do you want to move those papers first?
I want to look at them first.
Yeah, I want to look at them first.
All right. So, as you look these over, and your comprehend languages would still be up, although it is about to run out.
Yeah, that's good.
These do not reference the same experiments that you've been seeing in all the others. This one references something found. Apparently a locked door that no one could open. It seemed old. Even to them, it was extremely old. With no understanding of its purpose, just that some sort of arcane lock was over the door.
That may be what's at the very end of the tunnel.
You also get an indication that... give me an intelligence check or a history check. One of the two.
Can I do that as well?
Well, you wouldn't be able to read these, so...
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Nice.
There...
So I'm gonna snap.
Okay.
Snap.
All right. So as you're reading this, you see a few references to things that make no sense to you. There's references to a type of entity known as a Provniri. And this is, for some reason, used interchangeably with the word gods. You also see references to an entity that you are aware of. And this is something that most people would know. And some references to the entity known as Ao. You know him to be the god above the gods.
Hey, Bahamut's dad.
Mm-hmm. Those are the big things that you get from this, yes. They are estimating that whatever is behind this lock seems to be related to the Provniri. And it does give you a reference that it needs to be at least 30,000 years old.
Yeah. So what's this desk?
All right. So as you go in, you find yourself another scroll. It does result in the crumbling of many of the reports on top of it. And this seems to be some sort of what's that field called? I'm so used to Skyrim ones that I always say the wrong ones. It's an evocation spell.
My detector.
You would be able to understand this one. It's a relatively low level spell. This seems to be a scroll of shatter.
Oh, cool.
It seems that they were attempting to use this spell to open the lock because they couldn't do it from other methods.
What? I feel like, but I mean, I think we all.
Oh, that door, probably.
We're getting level gated.
See here. So what does shatter do exactly?
Shatter is a spell that unleashes electrical energy on an object or place, and essentially unleashes a massive booming sound for about 300 feet. It does deal thunder damage, and it's particularly useful against constructs and non-living objects.
Here's my thought. It's a shot, but whatever's down there is special door. Right. Wondering if this town has knock or something like that.
Has what?
Sorry, it's a spell. I don't know.
I don't think we want to
I
open
don't
a door
know.
that's been for 30,000 years right
I
now.
kind of want to open a door that's 30,000. Kind of lie to you.
If we can even open up. These people were way older than us, and wasn't able to find the way.
They're using the wrong things. They seem to want to do it by force.
So, Tails.
Mm-hmm.
As we went through these rooms back here, did I get any sense of where she was doing whatever to open the portal?
Make a. Let's go ahead and make an Arcana check. So you would gather that the reason why there was likely so many worms in that room is because they were concentrating the necrotic energy in that room.
Okay, but there was no apparatus or device. It was probably some spell work that left no trace.
Seemed to be, yeah. And
Okay.
most of the objects that would have indicated more about it were probably undead of nature and therefore disappeared with the closing of the portal.
Okay. I think I've done what I've come down here to do.
So it's been quite some time and the bird still has not come back.
Where did you
Yeah.
send that?
I sent it way
Downstairs.
the fuck down. Like, I'm just, that's fine. This is you shouldn't have told me that fucking shit earlier.
I'm not trying to open a door that you can't open.
I was talking about some other shit, but while we're here, we want to have a conversation.
In
Oh,
this
wow.
musty
Some
place.
friends. Well, it's gonna be better than up there. Have a conversation in front of Kyrie. I know she knows that I have 3 people with me.
Oh, you wanna talk to your spirits, possibly the Blood Witch?
Oh, I don't know.
Can you talk to them?
Hey, it's Christmas
Heard them.
music again.
I don't know how you're hearing Christmas music.
Just
Do you normally hear lutes on Christmas?
I
I
swear
don't.
it's good tidings and comfort to
You're
all.
not wrong because it's actually named God Rest Ye Merry
Ah!
Kilton. So yeah,
Get fucked.
I have removed it from the list.
Oh, I was jamming out to that. Put it back.
I mean, if we're gonna be
Wait.
summoning up some spirits, we may want to like go downstairs where we have more room.
yeah, that's well. It's
are
not
downstairs,
as what
what?
you think.
We can talk to them.
Talking.
And Rain, you would know about this.
Didn't we literally see them like
Yeah, you.
manifest
Well,
as
no.
well?
You
Right.
didn't see them. Heard them.
Yeah, but you were literally speaking to
Yeah.
someone.
You literally watched me do it, so no secret.
Alright, let's go. Let's talk to these.
So, I guess I'm just gonna walk down into the. I'm going to go ahead and. To have a conversation.
Which one?
All right. So, as you use the orb, you all start hearing, so much nicer out here. Oh, hello, everyone. Oh, I see we're no longer surrounded by dead things.
Yeah, we're not dying anymore, so that's good.
Well, that's a plus.
And who is this?
Oh, moi. Why?
Oh, you would
The
probably
what?
know her, Rain.
So, my name is Amelia, and I am your local dancer.
Dancer.
Well, yes, an entertainer by trade, and quite good on my feet. And you see Aris start to jig a little.
I stop her. I'm not having it.
Oh, you're no fun.
Oh,
I know. I'm a downer.
You should definitely teach him more later,
True.
you know?
Oh, I'm quite good. Good enough that a pit fiend even came and, bought my hand.
I just gave them finger guns wherever there.
And tries to give it back, but Aris kind of stops it from coming up all the way.
This was more of from of us. Particularly, what did you do to summon that rift?
Oh, I was on loan. Apparently, I had some sort of debt to fulfill for someone. Oh, Rakdos, of course.
Can we go back to the how?
Well, apparently they needed more necrotic energy in this region. So, we took some little worm friends and started embedding them in people, and the more people that got infected, the more necrotic energy in the region. Once the people started getting sick, it made it a lot easier, but there just weren't enough people coming down. And those elf friends ran out rather quickly. So, apparently we got it to the tipping point, but not nearly as catastrophic as I hoped for. Probably one of the reasons that it didn't open all the way.
How did you open?
Oh, quite literally, just adding the energy to the region.
Hmm.
I mean, all these portals are quite literally just open tears in the fabric of the universe, Nothing big.
And
Nothing big.
where do you stand now with this?
Well, apparently I stand quite literally in you. Look, I'm a dancer. I do jobs I was paid to do.
I understand.
Usually I prefer entertaining, but, sometimes they ask for something a little extra.
So, speaking of extra, how do you feel as Ravon here?
So fine. I mean, I actually, oddly enough, feel much stronger today than I did 2 days ago.
Really?
Feels good to do something good.
Well, I don't know about that, but at least feel more full. And at this point, you hear a second voice pipe up. I mean, minus the extra flair, I can also agree. I feel much more complete today. And that seems to be Shadow speaking up.
Has Ravon you there still, as well? How you feeling?
Oh, quite, well, torn asunder, but okay. I seem to be healing. I might not be able to do that in very quick succession, but I think I could do it again.
With time?
I'm sorry you have to.
Well, I signed up for it the first time, expecting not to come back. The fact that I could do it multiple times, well, I'm definitely getting my money's worth, as it were.
Well,
And besides, I'm old. Do this for the younger generation so that they don't have to.
get you there.
I'm sure you'll find a way. I'm assuming we're going for more.
To be determined. see how things transpire. I was gonna ask the three of you actually. When we separated, did you all feel it as well, or what?
I mean, I don't know about these other two, but all I felt was dead people. Suddenly nothing. And then you people. It was, quick transition.
Cool.
Yep.
Okay. What about you two?
She's quite uncouth, but her assessment would match my own.
Oh, that was her talking. Okay. Damn.
Gets confusing when you have multiple voices in your head.
Well, anyone have any questions for these?
Yeah. Azeron, what do you know about the situation in the tower? Do you know what was going on and who the leadership really was?
I've vaguely picked up things from our conversations, but as far as I know, all the wizards in the tower are just trying to end this crisis.
They've been, the longer you're attuned to it, the more less of a individual.
It's quite but yes, you quite literally put your soul into it. We were told that it's the spark that allows it to finally go off, using the energy from the portal in order to expand it out.
Is this just a piece of you, or are you all here?
Well, I'm not as complete as the other two in here, so I can only assume it's a part. And at this point, the Amelia speaks up. So, Dragonborn, save me from the big bad demon, huh?
I didn't quite save you. I helped you along. Your own good deeds in life provided the path.
I snort loudly.
Well, at least somebody understands that I'm quite good at what I do. Who knows, maybe if the guy'll let me have a chance, I can show you how amiable my performances can be.
Like my original assessment of you was correct.
Oh, please. Everybody has to have some fun in life.
Either way, I'm glad that you found a new purpose in the afterlife.
Yeah, speaking of which, what is my purpose?
We're gonna find
love
out.
the free
You're along
rent,
for the
but-
ride right now.
I assumed you agreed to going into the orb. Wasn't the orb all about like soul of redemption type of deal?
I have no fucking clue what's going on with this orb. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Oh,
Oh.
I do.
Well, please enlighten me, because
please,
all I remember was fire. Lots of it.
Okay, so from what we know so far, the orb banish, necromantic singularity, and soul cage.
This is new.
Both
Repeat, this is
the
newbie.
banishment and the soul cage are enhanced. And necromantic
is
singularity
necromantic
is a 10th
singularity?
level spell.
Yeah, but it's enhanced as well. As far as I'm aware. Because it doesn't
Gene,
do
make a
what it
religion
does.
check.
Can do it.
Okay, I'll send it to you and tell.
I'm proficient. Would I be able to?
This would be one specifically for Jean.
Gotcha. That's
But Soul Cage allows you to use the abilities of another soul, hence the little dance wiggle and the ability to close the portal.
That's bigger
what's-
than.
Super interesting. You can also use their knowledge to like scry and stuff. I don't know if you can, but people can with this spell. But it's the spell that was binding that celestial creature to the brazier. That's why I know it and was able to recognize it in your orb finally.
It was a similar kind of.
Yeah, another form of Soul Cage.
What about you, Amelia? Do you know anything about this? Yeah, I feel like you'd be the one to talk to about it.
I mean, I don't know anything about that kind of magic. But and to this you kind of hear thinking, well, it makes sense given that we're able to impart some of our abilities to you whenever you activate the orb. And my guess would be that with how things work, there must be some sort of master orb somewhere connected to all the lesser orbs. Yes. Just
Azervon,
curious.
when you originally closed the Fireplane portal, a piece of your adult soul did go back to Murda. Is it possible it got pulled into a master orb?
I guess that's one way of. I mean, that would make sense.
You guys were protecting me before. What is this now?
And to this, Shadow kind of speaks up. Well, previously, every time that you called us, we seemed tired or weakened. That's not the case this time. Maybe we're just stronger.
Affects your capabilities, or
Not as of yet, but be interesting to explore.
probably the same for you, Amelia?
Oh, I mean, I'm pretty much new to this entire experience, so you know.
Yeah, you'll get used to it. My bird come back yet?
It is not.
Damn.
Is it dead?
How long
That's
has it
long
been?
gone.
It's been a good 10-15 minutes since you sent it.
Amelia, how much of this facility did you look at before?
A decent amount. I mean, as you've noticed, all the lovely apparatuses. I did enjoy playing with quite a few of them. Although, apparently you need a user manual for many of them because they just didn't make much sense. There was a weird area down there that essentially had a door with 3 orbs on it, and just ew, lots of magic that repulsed us away.
What did the
Couldn't
orbs
get
look like?
You can get towards it, or
Well, I mean, I could get close to it, but there was no way for me to open it. And as for what the orbs looked like, I mean, it was a red one, a white one, and a black one.
you activist?
I give a little gasp.
Oh,
Would you have
Want
a
to
clue
say
what
something,
that means?
Nihilus?
is that picture?
So when I read Kyrie's mind, I had a vision of a red moon, a black moon, balanced by a red moon. Red, black, white and black moon balanced by a red moon. I was writing really fast.
We think that's a puzzle down there that we want to check out.
I think we should leave it alone for now, but we can go look if you really want.
How far
I
down
already
was
for-
it?
Oh, a few hundred feet. Not
What?
overly bad.
Oh, okay.
100 feet.
Can I just snap my bird back?
And it comes right back.
Okay, I'm gonna set my bird down. I'm gonna look for this door. Then have it come back.
Aren't you gonna lose contact with it though?
So you wait a little bit, and about a minute later, pops back to your shoulder.
And then does it relay what is down?
It went through a hallway that was pretty uniform all the way down, and then door.
Door.
Oh, I have a pic.
Yeah, so a white moon, a black moon, balanced by a red moon, over a land I didn't recognize, and then there was 3 orders of wizards paying homage to their gods. That's what my notes are.
Though.
I don't know.
Like, I want to go look, but
We can go look real quick.
Oh, I mean, if you figure out how to open the door, I would
I don't want to
more
open
than
it. I
happy
should
to know.
look at it.
well, I
We know nothing about these moons or these wizards. It may be in our best interest to hold off on.
God, my handwriting sucks.
So what will you do?
I should want to go look at this door real quick.
I'm gonna go down too. I want to see this door.
Okay. So as you approach, you see what seems to be a golden door. And the entire thing is overlaid with a shimmer of magic. And on the door, you notice a red moon that's cut down the center by the opening. On one side, a white moon, big and bright. On the other, a small black moon, seeming to absorb the light around it.
Oh, by the way, I did get a warning. Be careful of the red moon.
Is this black moon a moon or like an eclipse type of deal?
It's make a history check.
Oh
or
boy.
an arcana check. Either
Oh
one.
boy. I was the wrong person to ask this.
There's no science check, so that's why. It seems to be the dark side of the moon.
Is there anything else on this door? Like, is there any, like, imagery or words or anything?
There doesn't seem to be any imagery. As far as words, there is a small bit across the top. What languages do you speak?
Hold on just a moment. Abyssal, Celestial, Common, Elvish, Infernal, Primordial, Sylvan.
So this seems to be some sort of ancient form of celestial. So old you can't read it well.
I can try again.
Can you want to try and touch this door?
I've done worse, so.
I mean, Amelia said it repelled her back, so I would assume if
Well,
you tried
she's-
touching it.
They're still here. Amelia, did you touch this door or?
Oh, I never touch anything myself. I let the minions take care of that.
Did a minion touch the door?
Oh yes, it was quite spectacular.
Oh.
Oh, and a bonfire of beautiful, beautiful light.
Was it undead?
Oh, quite.
Let your bird touch it. Actually, if your bird can touch it, you should be able to use the comprehend languages.
Yeah, I know, but my bird's gonna blow up.
She sent an undead thing to touch a celestial door.
Versus the Fae thing that's gonna door.
Faye is totally different, but I get your meaning.
I'm going to toss kind of like toss a ball up. Do you want me to like ping something at it?
One of your ball bearings.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna cast Mage Hand. And I'm gonna put it up against the door.
The mage hand presses against the door. You see a shimmering of light where it's touching, but doesn't seem to be influencing the hand.
Perfect. We got a ritual cast comprehend.
Okay. So during these 10 minutes, what would everybody else like to do?
Ritual cast identify.
Okay.
Just gonna lean back and watch them.
Alright, so nobody's going to do anything during these 10 minutes?
Well, I can just sit down and play my flute.
You can talk to these. Because I have them, they're with me for an hour. By the way.
It won't break your ritual concentration. Okay.
Alright. So, as you complete this ritual cast, Nihilus, you try to identify the door. The door is not a magical object. There just seems to be an extremely powerful arcane lock on it.
Okay.
Aris, you read across the door. May the heathen who upset the balance reflect upon their actions for time eternal.
Oh shit.
It's like something, a prison door.
May the heathen who set the balance be reflect upon their
And Nihilus, as somebody that has studied historical objects, this is the oldest thing you have ever laid your eyes on. And yet it looks in pristine condition.
Has any?
You said Rakith used like a red moon.
He did.
And
And it
he
looks
said
very
mistress.
similar.
He said mistress, so
Tails.
Mm-hmm.
So we saw a red moon on the way here, right?
You did. And Jean is correct. He did indeed say mistress.
Plot thickens.
So
How
somehow,
about we don't fuck with this door?
but the thing is though, if Rakith can access his mistress's powers, does that mean whatever's behind this door or this seal is weakening?
Or because they're behind it, they are limited?
Man.
I mean, we do have a source. We can go talk to Rakith.
No, we're not talking to him about this.
We shouldn't talk to Kyrie about it either. Not yet.
We're not talking to Rakith about this. He said he didn't know that, unless he was lying, but he said he didn't know there was anything down here. I say... whatever's behind this door... probably... either... very good or very bad, and, oh. Now at least.
I don't think we should open it. I'm gonna take a big leap saying upset the balance is something Mishra would be very offended by, so I'm good with leaving this door alone.
Rain, make an investigation check. So you notice that while the white moon and the black moon are depressed, the red moon is not.
Same.
Okay. I'm going
Isn't
to
there
mention this to the party.
moon goddesses? Like two halves moon, like a good side and a bad side moon goddess?
Could be.
Do you think it has any affiliation to those? Is it?
Oh,
Hey, Azurvan or Shadow, either of you recognize anything here?
Oh, this is well beyond my capabilities. I mean, if you'd like to try and pick a door, door's always going to have a method to do it.
no, we don't want to open this door. I say we go.
Damn.
For now.
I don't think we should open this door ever.
Well, let's just tuck this little information in the back of our minds and head back up then.
How strong is this arcane lock?
So the weird part is, this is magics you don't understand. This is not... You can tell that it is arcane magic, but it doesn't use the weave as you know it.
What?
And with your new eyes, you cannot read this door.
Tails,
Hmm?
would it be in the same vein as the ship?
It's older than Mistra.
Sure.
So this, make an Arcana check. And this is just your understanding of the magics that you've interacted with in this. That would be enough to kind of get a general sense. So, all the magics that you've dealt with, use the weave as you know it.
Including
Even
my
everything in
other
the
shit?
orb, including your stuff. What you're talking about. Actually, that's a good point. This feels similar. And Rain, this also feels similar to you.
Wait, what? Which part?
This feels very much like the type of energy that you feel when you change your body.
Okay. That's interesting. Question mark. I'm going to kind of poke Iris's shoulder. Wait, can I see shadow?
You
Or
can't see shadow, but like you can feel the presence there.
okay. I'm going to kind of awkwardly ask if he would know anything about this in terms of
Little Dagger, you've always been a conundrum to me, but this
Oh my god,
is
that's such a cute nickname.
not. I don't do magic. I can put a dagger through anything's heart from ridiculously far away. I can slink in the shadows and not be seen. I don't fling spells.
uh the others know.
And it seems that across the board, this is unusual to them. Even Amelia mentions that she's never felt this kind of magic when she's been in the Hells.
Oh, fuck.
And Nihilus. The moon and the white and black moons seem to be positioned almost exactly like your dream.
When I read her thoughts or when she gave me the vision?
When you read her thoughts and you saw the two moons eventually being captured within the red moon.
Did this look exactly like that?
Almost.
Like maybe she's already aware of this? She's
Potentially.
gotta be. She's gotta be aware of this.
And with that, we're going to end for tonight.
Totally worth reading
I have-
Kyrie's mind. Zero regrets.
I have so many questions.
So Kyrie got the red moon.